is the Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, joined by OG Willie Mason and the bro Lukey Stowe. Apologies, listeners, viewers, anyone who's out there.
And apologise, mate.
I felt like you're proud of me.
Lukey,
and I'm not proud of myself.
Lukey's like, and we were laughing. He goes, yes, it's like he's got one over you. He's like, fuck you now, I'm not the only guy.
It's one in the bank.
Yeah, it's just one in the bank. I knew Lukey was singing that. We were outside. He goes, yeah, some can't, some can.
Yeah.
I went, oh, yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I feel that.
No, we've
all been there.
We just laughed. We just went, good. Get out of your system, mate. It was fucking worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. I was very surprised I was asking you then. I was like, did you think you were going to go up to Fozzy's game? Last game ever. Get back on Monday with
For a 10 a.m. podcast.
For a 10, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, good. The optimist, forever the optimist.
Yeah, I was very optimistic going into Sunday. Flew up there. Was contemplating going to the game on Saturday.
Yeah.
But I anticipated that might be too tough of a carry. If I was to go on Saturday,
that's what I thought you did.
Potentially miss the next two games because for sure I would have got caught up, especially after the way that the game played out for him and them getting a victory. There's no way I would have been able to watch the game. So just for to let everyone know, I missed the Eels Knights game. Lucky old man Lukey Stowe was on the ground.
I was there, mate. I'm here.
Oh, you were there as well, weren't you?
I watched the fucking game.
To help used to like talk through it because and Lukey's on the ground with the NRL roast. But yeah, me and Ches flew up Sunday morning together. We got settled in, watched the Dolphins versus Raiders. It was interesting just chatting to Ches. The one thing that I sort of took from before he started ripping in, and I just started talking about his longevity and where he's at and some stuff that we'll obviously keep private about where he's going and all that sort of stuff, which a lot of people would probably,
they're wrong, bro.
They've got their ideas. But I was just sitting on the couch and he was asking me questions and like really detailed questions. And I go, Ches, like, how much footy do you watch? And he reckons he basically just leaves. So if he's at home and the footy's on, the footy's playing and he's doing stuff all the time.
It's not watching it like we watch it.
So, he doesn't have to watch it in the detail that we watch it, but I reckon that is... I would factor that in with a number of other things that have got him to the longevity. Is that I don't reckon a lot of the younger players, not to say all of them, but I reckon you can add that to why he's played so long. Like the questions, we just started talking footy in the end. Like once we started, we started talking about Donahue, and I'm like, Ches, what's Donahue like to play against? And he like give me a detail, and then I was asking him questions about specific players and what he like. Details for reads that he tries to get. And I reckon it's a part of it, mate, where like I said, even at this point, like, mate, you still watch all this footy, you still love the game. He goes, Hoz, like it's always on. Yeah. He goes, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna say I watch every minute of every game. But if I'm at home and the kids are there and they're not watching TV and they're doing something and we're having a feed, I'll just have it on in the background and I'll be watching it. And I reckon that's a part of the longevity. I reckon to still be able to because I reckon a lot of guys, like we've talked about before, where you watch so much video and you just want to drain it out. The last thing you want to do when you get home is chuck on a game of NRL.
You got to be great, like especially in the halves. You can fuck it. If you're a forward, you can go into detail during the week because you're in the middle. You're like, who are we playing against? You can really break it down and go week by week into things, right? Don't overcomplicate it and watch so much football on opposition, right? If you can't deal with it. Yeah. If you can't, some can, some can't, right? In everything. But if you're just playing Brisbane and you're a middle forward, you're like, all right, what's Payne Haas doing? What are all their cues? What's this? What's that? And it's like I'm not organising games. I'm not watching if a winger comes up on the third tackle so I can fucking pump a 40-20 behind his back. Right? They're the little cues, you know what I mean? When does he drop back? Was it the fourth? Is it the fifth? Is it the third? Some drop back because they know as soon as guys like DCE, like he did on the weekend, boom, you're up in his vicinity, you're fucking getting done.
Does he get urgent?
Yeah.
After
does he what are the calls between him and the 9? Does he get in? Does he move the 9? Does he say, hurry up, play the ball? All these little cues that he would have in his head. But he's still watching footy, that's the main thing.
Mate.
We're young kids right now. If you're not a student of the game and you're not stalking everybody, what the fuck is wrong with you? Who do you think you are? Do you think you've already arrived?
Yeah.
Do you think this is your opposition that you're just say if you're a 16, 17-year-old kid, you're like, oh, fuck, I want to play NRL, but I don't watch the game at all. I just go into fucking SG ball training and I'm in the pathway, so I should just organically just get to the top, right? Nah, man. The greats are always fucking watching the game till the death of it. And I think these two, Kieran Foran and DCE, are the last of the fucking Mohicans with that.
Cleary.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
there are examples.
But just the real old school sevens, I don't know. I hope to God that the young kids just go, fuck, I just need to watch every game. What did DCE do? Forans, the great players. You got to emulate something. Well, what do you want to do? I think Cleary's looked at a guy like Joey, JT, Cooper Cronk and gone, I've sort of molded myself around all three. What are my attributes? What can I do good? Then I'll do that. But grab a bit of JT's short kicking game. Grab Joey's passing game, short ball, how he holds the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Yeah.
I see the structure of a game, how to build into a game like Cooper Cronk. And then I see Nathan Cleary because I play with all three of those fucking legends and how they go into games and how I have to fucking defend against them. It's just like that's what Cleary's all wrapped up in one. Yeah. That's why the rap on Cleary is massive, right? I'm like, fuck, I see it all. But if you're a young kid, get to watching footy.
Well, you know who I reckon does it as well? And this is while watching that game, and I go what's he like to watch? And he goes, mate, that's the reason I watch games because not only are you, and he also talked about tendencies around referees and stuff, which that was a good little nugget. He goes like when you watch games, you can see what teams are doing, how games are being officiated. He said, and what rules are, what
they're picking up on refs.
Yep. So as a captain, that gives him really good information. You know how often I talk about, communication with referees. Yep. It was nice to hear that because I've never had a chat to him about that before specifically.
Or are they just say we probably assume they're thinking like we're thinking, but they're fucking not sometimes. But he is.
If you don't watch every game, you can't see the inconsistencies or the consistencies that the referees are going with and which path they're going down. So that was another thing. But yeah, he was frothing Isaiah Katala too. He goes being able to watch young kids come in and do it at such a high level where he's at, he would be a player for sure without even asking. I'll ask you at the golf day how much footy you watch because I reckon he watches heaps of footy.
You'd hope so, otherwise you're just a freak.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Interesting, because DCE is one of the greats. He is. People sleeping on him. And him and Kieran Foran. I love both those guys.
All right, well, let's get to Kieran Foran because he is your OG Bull of the week. Thanks to Red Bull.
I think he just steered the ship, didn't he? He didn't do anything outstanding. But was it 28-12 at some point?
Yes, it was
28-12.
They were down by a couple.
And I'm like, fuck. I'm watching this because of Foz, right? I just want to see him. I want to see him go out like the legend he is. I'm like, that's not happening.
When Royce Hunt went over for his double.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. The easy and the ease of both tries that's where you look at and you're like, maybe they've that's about it. It's just, everyone can go out as a fucking winner and then they just rallied. And it was outstanding watching the crowd and how, if Kieran Foran of all players went out like that, I love that. Because I love Fozzy as a human and as a player and as a competitor. He's been great for our game. He's a student of the game. He's an old school soul in a young sort of body. He could sit there and have a beer with Joey and fucking JT and then a young kid. So he's going to be sorely lost on the field, but off the field, I reckon he can put so much into mentoring young kids. But he didn't do anything else. He just steered the team around. The last pass, just give it to the fucking young bucks, mate. Score some tries, hit the right players, and what a way to go out, Fozzy. Love you, mate.
Couple of nice little try assists to Brimo at the end.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just give Brimo it's like the fucking NBA fucking if someone's on fire. Yeah. Give it to that guy.
Point guard, he knew. To the shooting guard.
He just went. Just give it to Brimson because he was on one. Right.
Brimo confirmed after the game in his Instagram post. Brimo still not a centre.
Yeah. I love it. Well, I was going to give it to Brimo, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind me giving it to Kieran Foran. No, because Brimo fucking killed it.
Brimo was awesome.
He was outstanding. Easily, he's a centre.
He looks in shape.
Fuck, I didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
I thought it was Thor.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Thor was in the para dressing room at the end of the day.
Was he? Your boy Hemsworth?
No. Thor is in Big Junior had the mallet.
Oh, shit. I saw that as well. He had a sledgy. You would have.
No,
he
I
had a
didn't see this.
sledgy.
I'll find it when we get
It's
to it.
fucking
Okay,
all
sweet.
time. They're singing the song. He's got gold chains around him.
Junior Bolo.
Junior Bolo. Fucking massive. Were they ready to go to Mad Monday?
All right,
Hammer.
save it for me. Save it for me.
It's fucking outstanding. Can you get it?
No,
Please?
because it will roll perfectly into my segment, which I'm about to do in a bit. Because my young bull,
Fucking go.
my young buck, my Red Bull young buck is Charlie Guymer.
Yeah.
Right? And Charlie Guymer, and this is he paying respects to his OG. Like, I didn't see the game. I'm going to be straight up. I only seen the highlights. I'm at Foz's retirement function.
Yeah.
The game's playing in the background. Everyone at the Titans is pumped because the Eagles are pumping the Knights. And right, so like every time a try goes up, everyone's like, like celebrating a try like they're part of the Eagles makeup because. You know, now the Knights, it's clear. The Knights are now going to be the wooden spooners and that. So not only does Foz get the win the night before, everyone's in a good mood. The energy's great. We're just seeing all these tries cross over, and I look and I see Charlie Guymer go through in a little half break, turn around, and give it to Big Junes.
Respect.
And you know what? And even though it's like a nice, that means a lot, Mace, because for a young kid to have that awareness. And the respect that he has for OG, that is going to serve Charlie
time.
Guymer really well. I heard great things about Charlie once I started interviewing. I interviewed him at the start of the year with Para, and everyone was telling me, watch out for Charlie. And then I played golf with Mitchie. He reiterated it when we played. He goes, I go, which one? I love all the... I love the Duries. I love the
Matt Dury is massive.
Mariota.
He's way bigger than you think.
Luca Moretti.
Yeah.
Moretti,
Sam
Mariota.
Tuiviati. Like all these youngsters. And I go, Mitchie, I go, I love you. I love this young cattle that you got coming through. And he goes, Charlie Guymer.
Rosie would love that too.
He goes, Charlie Guymer is going to be a really good first grader for a long time. And like jokes aside, you get a little tip on, he gets off the nudie run, but that's just like
awareness.
That's like a veteran's play for a young kid. So Charlie Guymer is my young
Good
buck.
shout.
For this
Everyone got
Good
off the
shout.
nudie that needed to be off the nudie.
Yeah.
So shout
That's
out
what
to
happens
Newcastle.
when you can pump 66 into someone.
Anyway, poor Knights. Did you had something you wanted to show us too?
Yeah, I did. I was.
Are we going to do this now?
I can do it now.
Yep.
Basically, it was. In hindsight, it's not as cool as I first thought because it's AI, but it's still cool.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so this came through that same day last week. Let me bring up the email with the sound.
South Park.
Step inside the levels. Welcome to the show. Triple OG Willie Mason, let the legend roll. Shoulders like thunder when he lined up a hit. Crowd still remember every time he split a kit. Inside him horoscope. Justin with the vision reads the play like the stars. That's a different kind of wisdom. Breaking down the code every try, every blow. Dropping footy knowledge, fans already know. In the engine in the back, it's Nuki on the fader. Crafting every moment, making history greater. From locker room tales to the battles on the field. The Levels podcast, raw, uncut, real. Big shots, big play. You already know from the field to the pod. Watch the legends go. OG Mason, horoscope flow. With Lukey Stoey on the beat. Let's go. Big shots, big play. You already know from the field to the pod. Watch the legends go. OG Mason, horoscope flow. With Lukey Stoey
Crazy
on
what
the beat.
else.
Let's go.
So
He's really
It cut out in the main
really
chorus, but
pivoting.
yeah, we'll play around with it.
No,
Yeah.
get it back up. Just don't rush. Get it back up. We'll keep talking. But it's not his voice, but he does the lyrics still, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Who's this? Who's?
So someone sent a DM through.
Yeah, I saw it because you told me not to read it or something.
Yes.
Should I read it now? Fuck.
Basically, so he used it as a mental health journal, and he converts his thoughts into songs so he can remember
That's
what
awesome.
he said.
That's
So-
awesome.
Yeah.
Big play. You already know from the field to the pod. Watch the legends go. OG Mason, horoscope flow. With Lukey Stoey on the beat. Let's go. In every county, let us see a mother.
That's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That's
Should be
awesome.
intro,
So we'll
doesn't
play
it?
around with
That's
it.
got-
That has to be intro, doesn't it?
We can't have a minute-long intro, but then
No.
you can crop it down.
Yeah, crop it down to about 15,
Whatever
20
the start
seconds.
was.
No,
Yeah.
the chorus bit is the flowy bit. So
Okay.
Shout out to Troy, his name is.
This Friday,
Yeah.
all right? So we've got the Tab live stream, Mace. It's going to be me, you, and Grubby. It is the Bulldogs versus the Storm.
Yeah.
This will be your live reaction to a Bulldogs game.
Oh, no.
So you are in trouble.
Oh, I got to sit down and just...
You've got if the group chat that we have is anything to judge how this Bulldogs game is going to go. I cannot wait. Mate, to be honest, this is going to be a cracker game.
Yeah.
Both teams are banged up. Both teams have their question marks and issues heading into the week 1 of the finals. And you're going to be seeing Willie and Grub's authentic live reaction as the game plays out.
I got to remind myself of that the whole time. Shit.
I'm obviously and proudly against the Dogs. I'm on Team Munster. I'm on the money man. I am the Storm. I'm going to be, you know what? I might even wear my money Queensland jersey in just to represent the Storm in some
You
sort
wouldn't
of
way.
way.
A Storm jersey. They're fucking awful.
I don't think I can wear a Storm jersey, but it's on this Friday. So me, Mace, and Grub, we'll start the stream half an hour before the game starts. We'll get on there. We'll give our best bets. We'll give our thoughts, and then you'll see the live reaction of the Triple AG.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be fun.
Tune in from 7:30 on our YouTube channel.
7:30 on our YouTube channel. Mongrel Boots is on board, Mace.
Yep.
Mongrel Boots are Aussie-owned, Aussie-made. They're tough Aussie work boots that are comfy as. They're designed and built for the job. Everything is easier in mongrels. If you're looking to get a pair of mongrels, head to mongrelboots.com.au to find your favourite boot and local retailer. And I love it when a comment from YouTube endorses what we are about. So this one comes from Lebosh NRL Reports. Lebosh. Hey lads, love the pod. He got a question for the Triple OG. I saw a clip on Insta about how Queensland get Origin. Basically, Danny Weidler, Mr. Exclusive, floated the idea of the Triple OG coaching New South Wales. I believe Willie would bring that real Origin feeling in that early 2000s mongrel, like the mongrel boots, wink, wink. I love the sound of that idea. Wonder what all you boys think of it. Love the fade, Lukey.
Thanks, brother. Shout out.
And this is why it's in the mongrel boots. The boots are the real deal.
Yeah.
Mace, you get asked this all the time. Our comment sections get hammered. Could you, or would you, with the right setup, love to be back involved with the New South Wales setup? And just even in a minor way, like maybe getting back into camp for a day. Or you know how we talked
Even
about...
Madge was sort of like including a lot of us in that one little series that he won. That was a big part of his whole thing, was getting all the old players back from most eras and incorporate it into the new era. Now, obviously, it's a new time. This is their time. I've had my time. You know, the 2010s have had their time. This is the 2020s. You know, so. But understand the history of Origin.
But also, let me jump in and like on your behalf. Yeah, you've represented and you're from a different era, but that's what's serving Queensland so well. We're having Nate Miles in camp, we're having Jonathan Thurston, even guys that like Matty Ballin only played one game. Like some of these guys, there's big names and there's also representation. And whenever anyone associates winning and the Blues, it's Joey, your name, and there's highlights of, everyone was sending me the highlights of your long break.
The non-try. Rennie sent me that. I said, I just forgot about that.
That's the best fucking non-try of all time, by the way. And everyone was
Fatty called it at the time.
Yeah.
I would love to. Like, I would never say no because I just love New South Wales and I love the camp and everything and just being around guys like that. Because we've been indirectly around them, like just say going up for levels in Brisbane. You see the team and everything like that, and you say what's up to all the boys and wish them luck. But I'd love to. Like you just got to get the right people in there. And I think Madge did have the right people around, and he had the right vision. He had a 5-year plan, I think, Madge. Until the Broncos come around.
So I got one for you. Here's what I got.
So in saying, I would love to be around there in the right setup. If the coaches were all had the same sort of mindset and just fucking get New South Wales to win and having that mongrel back. I think they do have that back, but like I get it with this year's performance. You're looking at it going, what the fuck happened in the year? Like how do we go from like dominating Queensland at Brisbane in the last game to getting banged up at Accor in front of our own people? That's what people, no one gives a fuck about game 1 and 2, do they?
No.
No one cares. But I look at that. That's embedded in my head how we performed in Game 3.
Yeah.
That's where that's what everyone's playing for.
That's especially if you get to a series and you won all, you've got to be able to close it out. And I was thinking about some mongrel. I was thinking about a candidate now for the last couple of years. And Laurie, who does stuff with us, right? Laurie, Loz is going to be the coach next year. But if anything was to go wrong, you know who my guy now is? Because it was front of mind while I was up there on the weekend. I think Des.
I did think that as soon as he sort of left.
Des was the assistant coach in 2003.
Yep.
And 4. 4 when he took over Manly. But I think 2 and 3 when I was in the system, Des was the fucking assistant coach.
Was he?
Yeah. He's trying to get me to Manly. He goes, I'm going to coach Manly next year. So I had a good relationship with Des.
Yep.
I've always had I fucking love Des Hasler. I'm a fucking 90s kid, right? Des was the king.
Here's what I like. I seen Desi rolling in, and you could see
he could do it.
You could see clearly he's still got a great. Like, all the boys went straight up to him, was chatting to him. He only had a little short cameo. It would have been really tough for him, right? Like it was a function and had everyone Titans related there, and he's it's his as much as it was Fozzy celebration. Desi is no longer a coach.
Yeah,
I reckon Des will find it hard off the back of this run to find a first grade gig coaching. That's just reality.
For a couple of years.
Yeah. So I reckon go the Madge route. I reckon maybe go to a strong. I reckon Desi in the future would serve well by maybe linking up with someone who'd have great relationships with coaches, right? Maybe going. You know how Madge went down to Canberra with Ricky for a couple of years, and was an assistant.
He reinvented himself.
People forget about that. Madge was down there for a couple of years, out of sight, out of mind. No one really started
before the Tigers or after the Tigers.
After the Tigers,
yeah, when everyone was off him,
and then he was coaching the Kiwis at the same time, right? Yeah. And then he went New South Wales. I reckon if Laurie, for whatever reason, if they don't go well and they don't get results, I reckon Desi would be a perfect coach for an Origin arena. Imagine the mind games with Des at presses for Origin, and I know people were probably looking at it now, going, "Look, Desi, bit rattled at the end of that was in a Titans team.
It's a Titans team.
When you get New South Wales versus Queensland, that is a proper coin flip, and I think he would be a star with the media and how all that would play out. Imagine how prickly he would be and how
that's what you need.
Quirky he would be at presses for Origin.
Can he keep up with the intellect of Billy?
Yeah, big time.
He's one of the smartest motherfuckers.
He's
of all
one of the smartest minds in footy. The part that you like is if you probably don't understand that now is. He's been on the back. Like when you're losing, you just lose a little bit of that aura. Like you just lose a bit of that juice. And he's just always he's been on the back foot now.
What do you do? Like most coaches go up there and just get absolutely defeated. Their whole character and everything.
Yeah.
At the Titans. That. So on the Aussie thing, you can't be a head coach to be involved in the Australian team. Do you think that Kevy might reach out to him? Do they have any connection, relationship in the tour, or it's too soon?
No, they wouldn't have. Desi wouldn't do it for Kevy, I don't think. Like, as in, it would have to be someone, like, you'd have to be a really strong, who would be? I don't know who the connection with Desi to link up. I'm just more so, Madge went the route of an assistant to do some rep stuff as well. Like, maybe you don't even have to do the assistant stuff. Maybe if just say, for example, Des gets offered, or is in consideration for a New South Wales gig, maybe just does that for a couple of years and wins a couple of series.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, off the back of sort of what you're saying, Adam O'Brien's similar comments saying that he doesn't want to be the star of the show anymore. Yeah. He just wants to be in the assistant somewhere.
Yeah. The difference with Adam O'Brien, and respectfully Adam O'Brien, like Desi's got the runs on the board as a premiership winner. He's got a 30-year resume. Like Adam O'Brien, I think he would probably be better suited to go and find an assistant coach straight away. Because
straight away.
Maybe Adam O'Brien is just a really good assistant coach. Where
100% with Des is a front man. Yeah. He's a front man.
You can't compare Desi to Adam O'Brien. And
Des's resume playing and coaching is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even, at the end of the day, when you look at his legacy, I don't look at the Titans at all, right? He just went up there when it was a shit show. Yeah, give him 2 years. What do you expect? Right? We always say 3 years. Yep. Like you give him 2 years, you just go, that's the Titans, man.
Papa Macros are on board for this year. Remember, you can get your $30 off the first box with the code LEVELS30. Any future orders after that, for our audience only, levels 10, and that gets you 10% off. Again, after a big weekend. I said it a couple of weeks ago. Papa Macros come in really handy.
Did you eat that yesterday? Did you feel like Papa Macros?
You don't feel like anything after a big night like I did. But Papa Macros was the correct decision because I woke up this morning so much better than if I'd done
if you had like pizza
airport
or
food, rubbish airport food. I got home. I had 2 really good meals. Drank a whole heap of water. Had a good 12 hours sleep.
That's what you need, mate.
12 are the best. Now I'm at the point where I've maybe overslept a little bit, but
get some training in you.
Yep.
Tomorrow, get back into it.
No, I'm going to go do some stuff this Arvo and just have a bit of a sweat out. So I'll be back and ready to go. All right, this one comes a YouTube question, and it comes from Bert Bettle. Hey guys, Storm fan here, currently halftime Thursday night and extremely concerned, not just for this game, but the finals. After your talk on Monday regarding NAS, I got a question. Has the game outgrown someone like Nelson? I feel like it has, not to his own doing, but it should be at the head to, not to his own doing, but should be his head to rugby. Oh, should he
head to rugby?
Should he head to rugby at this point? Sorry, I should have corrected that before. I would hate to see it though. Love the potty. Haven't missed one this year.
Maybe he's outgrown the game. Nelson's is an outlier how big he is.
Yeah, no, I reckon the way the game is quickened up, and this is what I was alluding to before. It's becoming so fast. They're becoming even more critical on the head contact, which, mate, like
what's a normal tackle for him?
What's he supposed to do?
He's so big and so powerful, and it looks like he's crushing people when he hits them like that. I saw, because I can see shit, because I know like that, he's about that much bigger than me, so I know if you lean into someone and you don't bend your back, which I just because it was a bit of a higher shot on that, I said, oh fuck, Nelson's in trouble here.
Yeah, same.
Because I saw him get hit, the guy go and then go back. I was like, Nelson's, because to the layman, I don't think they can see that, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh God, Nelson's pumped him in the head, shoulder, straight to the face.
You would have noticed what I noticed as well too, right? So straight after the hit, we're watching it. You see him go back to Pappy and having a conversation with Pappy, and he's just like, he's looking and just
got him.
He's
gone, I'm gone for fucking the finals. Yeah. That was the look. He didn't even know what to do. He's like, first of all, I'm gone for 10 minutes. Sorry. And now I'm gone. That was first. I reckon he's gone, fuck, finals. That's done.
But like,
and then I'm, I've got to go for 10 as well.
Yeah.
And I just want to punch something.
And even if he's not, like, the frustration, it'd be hard for Belly because there was a stint when he was just getting the ball and carrying through, like I alluded to last week, where he was skiddling players. Yeah. Like, he is such a problem. But it's like weighing that up. And as much as I'd like, it's easy for me to say as a coach and go, look, Nelson is a part of their best 17. But he's not even, in my opinion, he's not even really doing anything much wrong.
No.
He's just getting his target wrong by 1%.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I think, and the question is, Bert Bettle, like the game might be going too quick and going away from him. And that's why you constantly, like, not only is he huge, a big player, but all these teams are going smaller ball players as well.
But he's aggressive too. Like, he wants to get you.
He wants to hit people.
Fucking around.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised if Nelson goes, I'm signing with that Saudi shit.
Yeah, same.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah. Rugby league and the way that Melbourne are is too fucking hard for no result and award. Right?
Especially if you get suspended all
down
the time.
there, suspensions. You're in just say protocol for HIAs, suspensions. It's fucking awful. If you just go through, I would love to see what his last 18 months of football has been like with injuries, suspensions, and big runs and everything like that. It's a fucking roller coaster. So if Big Nels goes, I'm done with this shit. Like, this game
frustrated me.
It's frustrating the hell out of me, and I cannot be me. And it's like, and the game is made. I don't think the game quickness wise, because he's in Melbourne, has gotten past him.
No.
Because of the Melbourne system. If he was in the Titans, maybe we'd be looking at it different.
Yeah,
if he was in the Tigers or some other system where it's not fucking methodical and everyone's doing their tackles and it's 5 or 6 second play the balls, Nelson would look out of place a little bit.
Great point. It's not a fatigue issue with him, right? It's not like he's losing a step. It's not like he's not fit.
No.
It's just a slight late bit of footwork with the way that the rules are interpreted now that are costing Nelson. Like, it's not like in my opinion, Nelson's not dipping in any way. Nelson's still the same Nelson from 2 or 3 years ago, but you're getting smaller bodies and you're getting more scrutiny around the hits. And he is now in that Jared Aurea Hargraves
already
sort of ruling of judgment where
Sam Burgess at the end of his career, Gordon Tallis.
Yeah, they're looking for it.
Yeah.
The referees and the committee are just like, anytime Nelson is involved, they're always like, he's going to do something wrong.
I didn't know how long Hargraves even survived. They had him on that list for, I reckon, 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
minimum of 3.
Because I'm like, usually when they try and blacklist you, like, you're done. Everything against you, like your suspensions that they've been doing. They did to Sam Burgess, try and get him out of the game. Not get him out of the game, but like really just tempered down, mate. You know, like try and control you the way you play. Been doing it to Nelson for a couple of years.
How long did Nous get? Did he get a? How many games did he get?
I'm just trying to find it.
But like Nelson, and the thing is, people, you get hit in the head. Oh, fucking hell. It's like your sledgehammer's hit someone. Like that 5 years ago or something, like, you just get up and play the ball.
That was a normal tackle.
Yeah, it was a normal tackle. But look, now, because players know, you're playing against Nelson, I want Nelson off the field. I don't care. He's too damaging. He got 3 weeks.
3 weeks, 4 if he appeals.
God damn. Didn't deserve that, but he's got an awful record, so we understand why. Yeah. But the thing is, if you're playing against Nelson and Melbourne, you're like, how can we win this game? All you're thinking about is win. Yeah. Who's their best player at the moment? Nelson. He's a fucking machine. Let's try, not in the middle. He's very destructive and he can do some shit that not most other teams can't. Bang, get it hit in the head. If I fucking fall down like someone's hit me with a sledgehammer, Nelson's gone for 10. We could potentially score 2 tries and blow him out.
Who was the guy? So, like, on this occasion, they didn't even need to do that because it went straight up. There was a penalty straight away.
You see the way he falls, but like it's like if someone punched him.
Once you get hit,
fucking Tyson hit him.
Yeah. Who was it that ran into him? It's escaping me now.
I don't know, but he skilled a couple of blokes. So these guys are 105 kilo.
So
just. You're done. He's a. I don't
might have
think
been
Ben Tolte.
Yeah, he got Tolte twice. He fucking. He ran over him. He got him like that.
Tolte goes bang and he goes like, fair enough to Tolte.
Tolte's a big kid too, right? He's had a great year. Well, like, I mean, he got fucking smacked and he only playing to the rules, and I totally understand what's happening here.
And I know what you're saying. There are other occasions. I think, like, and I wanted to be fair to Tolte on this one. This one was like contact. He hit it.
He got hammered.
And he didn't stay down, but it was just one of those ones where he goes, like, because he gets hit in the head. But there are other guys who use it and go close to it. Too much. And then we'll just go, like, grab their neck.
Everybody knows now, if contact to the head, it's a penalty straight away. Yeah. And a penalty in a game can fucking change momentum or make you get that player off for 10. So all you're thinking about in that is like, hit to the head, I'm going to act like fucking someone's hit me like Mike Tyson. Yeah. Go down, see what happens.
You know, I pride myself on this. And here's one that I was just trying to think of the example. And I thought it was in that game, it wasn't. The game that frustrated me on the weekend, and I love him, the Tongan fisherman, Sione Katoa. He was trying to play for the penalty in that game, and it's just like
20-second play the ball.
It's the ugly part of the game, and I say this all the time. I've been saying it all year. It's across the board. All the players are doing it, and as we get to bigger games now, because we're about to play finals, you'll see more of it. And it's
a little bit selfish too when you better be genuine because I always think. If I'm running the ball, the next guy behind me is going to get the ball. Yep. So I need to quick play the ball for him. I don't want to for someone running the ball and going like this, and you better have your fucking, better be a HIA or something going on. Should be dead set, like very serious for me to get the ball fucking next play to get pumped. You're not even thinking about that.
Who was it? There was a player on the weekend.
I'm not saying Qatar. I'm just saying anyone who's
no. There was a player
stop doing it.
There was a player on the. I think it might have been. It was an opportunity to score. I think it was
bad, man.
I think it was Benny Hunt. Was either, he was definitely trying to get a penalty, and there was an opportunity to spread it on the left, and they would because it was off a broken play, and then same thing. He was trying to get a penalty. It was the slowest play the ball. If they'd actually just got up and played the ball and shifted out to the left, they might have been able to score that set. But
there's a bit of gamesmanship going on. I understand now, and then the refs are in a bit of a shit little pickle here because like you're going to try and say. There's nothing wrong with your neck. When you don't know. Yeah. You don't 100% know. Like, get up and play the ball. Like
they're getting better at it.
Yeah, they are getting better. Yep. But like, someone needs to be in the ear. They need to look at shit really quick going, no, there's nothing on it.
Could they just implement something if you don't play the ball within 5 seconds due to some form of like you're waning or you're feeling something?
Because you don't know how long these fuckers are. Look, in defense, these guys are getting in really tight, right? Really tight. And these other players are trying to back themselves in and then twist really late. So it's a fucking wrestling match from the start to the end, and then things can go wrong. You don't know what I'm trying to do. Like at training and stuff like when you're really wrestling, you let the head slip out and he finds his front or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you put him on his back, but you're staying fucking so tight. You're coached into these shits from a fucking 17-year-old, 16, 17-year-old. Now these young kids, so when they get to first grade, they're holding on so tight. You're trying to find your front. I'm trying to put you on your back. There's a big battle going on. And then in the last bit, fucking bang, could happen. You got so much pressure on you. You got three guys on you, 110 kilo hulks, and you're trying to find your front. If you're a little winger or a half or something like that, a lot of pressure going into these tackles. That's what I'm trying to explain. Where you can't really question. He mightn't have fucked his neck up. He might have. He might. You know, you're trying to test his credibility. I'm like, fuck you. If I'm dead set hurt, and you go play the ball, mate. No, my fucking neck's gone or something. So it's like it's a fucking double-edged sword.
But then, like, if he is hurt and he's got a sore neck, then he gets a 5-minute injury assessment or whatever, and it gets looked at. Versus, he's not going to try and risk that 5 minutes if he's not.
They need to really
sometimes,
try and do something about it.
We've had examples of what you're talking about. We've been in wrestle sessions, and someone gets you in a position. It's like, oh, he gets you for a little bit, and then he releases, and you're like, yeah, I'm sweet.
That's all they want. Yeah, that's what most of them do. They want that angle or something like. But you just don't know. It's just something that you don't know. And the refs just need to like study the film more and just get like in at training sessions. Like refs need to go to a proper wrestling session. Don't just turn up when they're doing fucking when they're doing like
captain's run,
like
scrimmage,
a pose and scrimmage. They turn up and they dictate the pace of the game in the off season. Go to a wrestling session. See what these fucking guys are doing.
I don't think NRL coaches would want them coming.
No, but just they need to study what these guys are doing, right? Well, this is how they fucking wrestle. This is how you grapple. This is what it looks like. So they don't fucking look at bang penalty.
Well, in fairness, and like even though under frustrations, like Sione Katoa was made to play the ball. So for the most part, like referees are getting a lot more right. And this is where again I've got to give them credit where credit's due. I think over the last 8 weeks, the referees are getting a lot more right around areas of contact, wrestle. The two worst ones, and to your point, Mace, is questioning the credibility of a player, which is really tough, is the crusher tackle, which when anyone finds himself in a compromising position, because to Lukey's point, they know that they're not going to get a HIA.
Him and Chance.
So you grab,
Chance. The worst of the comp.
Chance has done it before, right? Grab the neck, get the penalty, get back up, and because you're no threat, there is no threat of you leaving the field because it's not a HIA, you will do that to get a penalty in yardage, to get your team out of yardage. And the other one is the hip drop tackle. Yeah. Grab your ankle when someone goes in and around your legs. And not to say Marcelo Montoya did this, but let's get to the NICHO HYNES downgrade, which I'm all for. Now, questions have been posed over the NRL's decision to downgrade Sharks halfback NICHO HYNES to a grade 1 contact charge because of a rival player's medical report. Now, this is the first ever, Mace.
That's dumb.
HYNES was originally issued with a grade 2. It was downgraded to for a hip drop tackle on Marcelo Montoya in the Sharks' 24-6 win. HYNES would have missed the Sharks' elimination of final against the Roosters, but he's free to play now. Now, before we get to that part of it and the Bulldogs medical staff and them sending it in, did you think that was a classic hip drop tackle?
No, not classic. I'm all for me, the fucking ex-players, like, fuck off. Why am I even here for? It was a tackle, like, which obviously Montoya, like, just say if I didn't know Marcelo Montoya personally, and him getting ruled out for the game and potentially the fucking semi-finals and everything like that, you know, it's awful.
Yeah.
And it's like, did it come from that tackle?
Yeah. So no bias.
No, I'm just saying no bias. I'm just diplomatically looking at it as a player. I'm like, fuck.
Mace,
it wasn't like bang, hips on your leg, if you're out.
If you're NICHO HYNES, right, and you make a tackle like that, Mace, and you're potentially going to miss an elimination final for the Bulldogs or the Roosters back in the day, you would be furious.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. This is totally taking everything out.
It's not what they brought the rule in.
Yeah, the Bulldogs and everything. Everything just taken out.
So let's get to that specific part of it before we move on to the Bulldogs. Now, this is another part, and I was giving them credit before. The NRL was doing a really good job of this for a while now, where they've started to realise NRL officials, referees, bunker officials. Hip drop was brought in when a player is stationary and they can't get him to the ground. So what they do, they lose their feet and take a player's legs out. NICHO HYNES is trying to make a cover tackle on a potential line break. Yeah. There's nothing he can do there. There's nothing Jack Whiten could have done at the start of the year when he may try to make that try-saving tackle on in the Dolphins game over in Perth. It's escaping me now. Anyway, so I love that they had the ability to go back and downgrade it, even though I think it's dangerous territory.
So dangerous. That's what I'm more at. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like whatever how do you just like...
They should have got it right first.
Get it right. Exactly.
Don't come back and like downgrade it after you hear a medical report.
This is the whole thing now.
Well, apparently the medical report had changed. So they take into consideration whatever evidence at the time, which was he was gone for the season.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. No, fucking, that's what I'm saying. The NRL's they should never have done this. I don't give a fuck. But me looking at HYNES and what happened, you just got to make those tackles. And that's what happened. He's not dropping his hips. If you're in the middle and they're doing the shit like fucking drop hips, those Max Plath got done.
Yep.
Fucking, that was all. It's eradicated. It's all. No one's even trying to do it.
Fair.
When someone's trying to get fucking through trying to score a try line break, you fucking tackle them. And then it's still running. Of course, your hips are gone. How you fucking? It's momentum, right? How like you're not that quick. You already set your fucking legs. You lost your legs. Sorry, you're trying to get them down.
Yeah.
You're still powering through the fucking tackle. That's just the way it is. That's a football tackle. That Max Plath. Sorry to bring your name all the time.
Yeah.
Max Plath, not a football tackle.
Classic
hip drop. There was a lot of them. They went fucking done. 6 weeks, 2 weeks. Plays in the middle don't even do it. They don't even think about it. But when they get a little bit out wide. The HYNESes and the fucking centers and all that, they have to make those tackles.
Yeah.
Because there's dummies. Then they're trying to go through. You tackle around the waist and it fucking slides down. This is what happens, right? And I'm like, I'm okay with everything like that, but I'm not okay with what the fucking NRL has just done.
Did you see Gus on it last night?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah, Gus was he hated the rule and was happy to send in the report because he felt like there was an injustice. Basically, that's paraphrasing it, right? But in my thing, and this is like dangerous territory because, you know, like I've seen Brave talking about it, and you can throw out the tinfoil hat or whatever and say, look, do relationships come into injury reports moving forward at the top tier or even at a player's level? Like imagine if Marcelo Montoya and NICHO HYNES are best mates, right? And Marcelo might be out for 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe he sends in a report, because who's to know what happens with Marcelo in the next 3 weeks, right? Like maybe Marcelo goes, my ankle's fine, I'm a chance for next week, when really he's 3 weeks away. This is why it's dangerous, and this is why you shouldn't do it in the first place. Did NICHO HYNES account for Marcelo's injury to his ankle? Yes, he did, because he landed on it. Yeah. Was it a hip drop tackle? No, it wasn't. It was an accident that happens in rugby league. Unfortunately, it happened to Marcelo. You've seen his ankle roll up in the tackle, and you shouldn't factor in the injury to begin with to determine whether it's a dangerous tackle. That was unfortunately a mistake that happened in a game. And then and then even worse, you don't get a report and then come back in and go, you know what? It actually wasn't as bad as we thought. Let's downgrade it, because then you start then it can get really murky.
See, when you just explain that whole thing, sounds fucking just terrible if you're a business, right? And you're an actual game. Like you're like, why would you do that? If you're explaining to someone who had no idea about our game, yeah, you can do that. That's murky waters, mate.
Very murky.
You know?
Or even like Bulldogs, technically they could have provided the first medical assessment, which said
you can't. No.
So but it's been upgraded, right? So the diagnosis.
Imagine like bin the second one. Let's just send the first one.
Say that again.
Bin the second report and just send the first one.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you're right. You're ready. Like just say for whatever reason, maybe Gus and that looked at it and they've gone, you know what? Like Marcelo's going to be all right here. But why would we help out the Sharks? Like that's
it's bizarre.
Because it's giving it the opportunity for that to happen. In 100%. This case, it definitely.
This is what I'm talking. This is all the murky waters that I'm talking about without saying it. Shit like that.
Yeah.
You can do some real dodgy shit.
Yeah, but the NRL have tried to do this with the best intentions, but they sort of opened the door.
The NRL live in the grey as well. Not the only ones.
That's why you thrived, and that's why you had...
I like this grey shit. Yeah. This is silly.
You don't even need a medical report.
What report?
But yeah, I think they'll figure something out.
Yeah.
This is all trial and error for 2025.
Here's one for her. Like, do the Bulldogs do this? And not to say this, and just the example, because the Bulldogs are the example right now. Nothing sinister towards the Bulldogs. But if Nathan Cleary had done the hip drop on Marcelo Montoya,
Munster.
And they would have to Munster, right? Like, and they've got to play Munster. They're not sending in the report, the second report. No way they are.
You're sending in a report. This is where he's talking about. You're sending in a report. He's out for fucking 6 months.
His funeral's on Tuesday.
Yeah, his career's done.
Yeah.
We just called it.
Yeah.
He needs to go. Nicho's probably not looking. We're not looking at Nicho as a threat.
Well, no, Nicho's on the other side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're not, a game that doesn't
we're not
involve
looking
the
at
Bulldogs.
Nicho as a threat. Yeah. We're looking at but as I said, this is the murky waters we're talking about. We're like, okay, well, no. We're playing fucking Jerome Hughes is going to be back or someone like that. Yeah, it was proper tackle. He's out for fucking ever. Shut up. The end. No fucking comment. You'd have this from the Bulldogs. No comment.
Can we finish with this though? And the way I started. I'm so happy that Nicho's playing finals this weekend.
Yes, same.
Because that was not a hip
No
drop.
hate on you, Nicho.
There's just a weird.
Good luck with your fucking
The ruling
finals.
was weird as fuck.
Yes.
The ruling was sucked to begin with. It got even weirder to bring him back in. But I believe he should be.
What do you
outcome
expect?
was what we all
What
wanted.
do you expect?
All right, Mace. Ethan Strange has taken out the RLPA August Player of the Month. Ethan is the second Raiders player in a row. So we go from KO Weeks in July to Ethan Strange in August, and that reflects how good the Canberra Raiders only dropped 4 games throughout through the season, Mace.
Really? Jesus Christ, that's amazing.
So the month of August for Ethan was highlighted by a hat-trick against Manly. He was the star and come up with the match winner to set up KO Weeks, July's winner against Penrith in the arguably their biggest game of the season. Ethan scored late to force extra time before producing that match winner, like I said. So with each performance, Ethan locked in our August Rugby League RLPA Player of the Month. 4 games, 5 tries, 3 try assists, 5 line breaks, 20 tackle breaks, an average of 27 post-contact, and an average of 105.
Average of 105 for a 5'8", 21-year-old.
Good running stats.
Fucking
And how about the company that he kept for August? So none other than the 2 high-flying fullbacks for the Brisbane Broncos and Sydney Roosters, James Teddy Tedesco and Reece, what was I going to say?
Arguably their best months
Reece
of the year.
Walsh. Yep.
That's how good Strange has played. And it's so weird. It shows how much airplay that Canberra get.
Yeah.
Fuck all. Yeah. And we're looking at Brisbane going, they're on Channel 9 game standing, so we just see what we see.
Highly contested a month, wasn't it? Probably, I reckon, I'm with you, the best of this year. So congratulations to Ethan Strange. And you got bigger fish to fry this month coming up. So
Aussie jersey by the end of the year, I reckon.
We'll see. All right, Broncos 30 defeat the Storm 14, Mace. Is this the best month of Walshy's career?
Yeah, it is. He's fucking outstanding.
I've got the sliding doors moment for you. For Walshy for this season. 40-20 down 28-14 against the Finns 5 weeks ago. From that point on, Walshy and the Broncos haven't turned back. Yeah. They were losing to the Dolphins. They were Finns down against the Dolphins. They were arguing with each other in the previous sets because it wasn't going their way. Walshy kicks a 40-20. They go on to beat the Finns 38-18 or 38-28 or something like that. And Walshy and the Broncos haven't looked back, and now they have solidified themselves a top 4 spot.
Look at that. What a roller coaster year for the Broncos. And I wouldn't be surprised how much of a roller coaster year, I'm saying it now, a roller coaster year this whole year's been, and the Bronx end up hoisting that motherfucker. That's how much of a year it's been, like, of people just going, how the hell the Broncos were arguing amongst themselves and they're not going to make the top 8. They hate Madge. Reynolds is too old. All these kind
Reynolds
of shit.
and Cobbo all got injured the week before.
All got injured and they all come back into fucking, like, they'll probably, chances are we'll go through the game this week. If it's a top 4 battle, I don't think they're scared of anyone. They've got zero fear.
We'll chat about it in a bit.
Talk about it, but
I think the Broncos I reckon the Broncos Raiders game is super important for the Premiership.
Sucks that they're on the same side.
I think in my heart of hearts, my favourite, because I had these 2 teams as the most dangerous in the last sort of month leading into it, I think the Broncos and Raiders winner of this game will win the comp.
If one loses, there's one flip around they can get
Other
back
side.
each
They can
other.
get back,
yeah.
yeah.
They can get back.
So
at
we
each
did
other.
that with the Roosters in
Yeah,
13, right?
yes, yes,
Remember
yes,
we
yes.
played the first week of
Yeah.
finals? We lost to them 4-0.
That's right.
And then we flipped around and then we found them
Yeah.
on the other side in the grand final. So you can still make the grand final and go on a run.
Yeah.
But it makes it a lot harder if,
Yep.
if you don't get that extra week off.
It's like, just say when we went on a couple of runs, getting a week off didn't really wasn't part of the mindset, right? You liked it, but it wasn't a bad thing if you went the hard route.
Yep.
Because momentum is key at this time of the
Yep.
year.
Match fit.
But now this week off is like fucking having 6 weeks off during the year.
Crucial.
It's so crucial because look how banged up everyone is. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We say that at the start of the year. How hard is it to get through 20 preseason? First of all, get through
Yep.
your preseason.
Blocks.
Right? So get through your preseason, no injuries. Thank God to all our key players. Get through like trials,
round.
no injuries. Get from 1 to 6, no injuries. 6 to 12, all this sort of stuff, no injuries.
Get
Got
through
magic
Origin.
round. Get through Origin. Come through Origin.
Yep.
But we playing good with no injuries yet? Nah, tick. Round 27 where we are right now, no injuries, tick. Look how many fucking people are going. Injuries, suspensions. Like, look, we'll get to the Bulldogs and fucking Storm. That's a shit show at the start when you look at it. But you look at the Broncos, how they're looking. It's just like, ooh.
And saying that, it's not like they don't have their issues, right, too.
But they're looking at the fucking better end of it.
Yeah.
Like compared to everybody else, look at the Warriors. They're fucking top. They made the top 8. It looks like they're a bottom 4 team at the moment.
Yeah, they
You know what I
haven't
mean?
played
Like, because they've just lost all momentum. They've lost everything since. And they've had
Confidence.
the worst injury run. You know, like, and it just this is the way it is.
The stats didn't reflect it because I went and looked at the stats after the game. But fucking Paddy and Payne were so good in this game. I reckon it's the best game that they've played as a combo in a long, maybe all year.
Yep.
Because they always put up huge numbers and they've had really good individual games. But I thought in this game in particular, they were basically doing. I don't know how to explain it, but it just felt like they were there when they were needed. They come up with something, whether it was a bit of a bump and offload or cleaning up defensively. They're the best 1-2 punch once they're fully fit. And again, like we always compare. Or we're always sympathetic towards the Panthers players through playing a lot of big game footy. Like Payne and Paddy have been in the mid, like right in amongst it, playing huge minutes in Origin now for the last 3 or 4 years. They had a run in 2023, so they've had a lot of footy together.
I wouldn't say best 1-2 punch. I'd say like 1 and then not the 2 and then the 3, like the 3. So one needs to take. So Jensen needs to take the first play of the ball to sacrifice himself for a quick play of the ball. For Payne Haas. Payne Haas gets on the back of him, destroys him, then Paddy gets on it a little bit wider, and then the footy can get created.
Yep.
But if that first play of the ball, Payne's in a position where no one can really fucking hit him. He's that big and strong. He can take off a shitty play of the ball and do whatever he wants. He's that destructive. But it's up to Jensen to start that momentum in the middle, or whoever takes that hit up before Payne.
Whoever
That's your fucking job. You're the sacrificial lamb for a Payne Haas.
Yeah.
And then Payne Haas does what he wants, and then Paddy gets off the back of it. Then he can join with his back rolls.
They complement each other so well, don't they?
So that's what I'm saying. It's a 1-2-3, but if the first one ain't right, it doesn't look as smooth. It's just like when they get it right. Paddy suffered this year when he was playing front row because he was in the 1-2, and it's taken a while for him to get back into the lock style of playing.
Yep, agreed.
Now he's like, okay, I'm on the 3rd or 4th wave. 1 and 2 and 3 are already done, but you get on that 4th one with a lot of support running. The line's already skittled, so you need to make the right play sometimes. Dig in, go by yourself. And then you get on the kick, right? Like, but that's where he gets a little bit wider from the ball. He has someone on his inside. He has a lead runner, Piakura or fucking Jordan Ricky on the right side. That Jordan Ricky needs to fucking just hit holes all day.
He's playing good, mate.
Yeah, but I know, but like just a little bit more, and he could cause a lot more damage on those edges. He's making line breaks in that now because of Paddy Carrigan. When Paddy was at 1 and when playing starting front row, he wasn't getting the clean ball. He's not doing it.
You know what I reckon's changing? I was just thinking about this as well. I was remembering because Walshy is matured so much and playing so well. Walshy's getting in for a lot more play 1s and play 2s than he used to be. So therefore, if it's not Jensen or Hetherington that gets back, it's allowing because it's a copycat league.
Yeah.
All the fullbacks want to have that last
fourth
tackle and play
run,
4. Paddy Carrigan and Payne Haas are being afforded a couple of tackles rest, then getting in and play 3 and 4.
Yep.
And then that's eliminating Walshy from doing that fucking stupid double cutout on the 4th tackle and turning it over and not getting to the end of the set.
And the fucking Mariner and all these other outside backs, back five are getting in there. Karapani, they're fucking running. And you said it before, when Shibasaki opened up the door for these guys, they've been waiting in the wings, Jesse Arthurs. You know, he got dropped. He played for New Zealand last year. Yeah. Like the Karapani, Mariner, they've all had their little ups and downs. The only one that was the mainstay was Shibasaki on that left edge.
Yep.
Everyone else has been dropped, moved over the other side, something like that. And then next minute he gets done. And they're like, fuck. Sliding doors moment could be. I'm not sure what team they're going to name today, the Broncos.
Right, that was going to be my next question. We'll find out this afternoon, and I guess we can dissect it a little bit more. One thing that I think I'm very confident on, and I didn't have this opinion going into the season, I think Billy Walters has now shown me that he can play.
They can win a comp with Billy at 6. Easy.
Like he could play 9 or 6 or 7 as a really solid spine member at any team.
Yes. I think they can win. What they got out now, if you can just probably swap Ezra for that X factor.
Yep.
And even if Reynolds stayed out of this team, this is not a bad thing because of Ben Hunt. And because if they had no Ben Hunt, I'll be like, no.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Ben Hunt's a 350 fucking gamer, 20 tests, 20 origins. He's fucking that dude.
I know that. My big thing is just like the admission of Adam Reynolds, though.
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
And when you look at the team, and I know it didn't go that way in 2023, and he would love to have some moments back, but Ren's a premiership winner. Yeah. Like he's held the trophy up in 2014. He's fell short a couple of times. You got to acknowledge that.
Yeah,
South in 2021, and then obviously the 2023 heartbreak. But Hunty
doesn't look as bad. It don't look that bad.
I'm with you.
It doesn't look that bad.
Hunty and Ezra.
If
Billy Walters at 9,
come back. If one of those can't come back, they can still win this comp and not look like, oh shit, we missed Reynolds. You know, Reynolds had a fucking great career.
All right, your Madge. Everyone's a full deck of cards going into this game. What do you do?
Right now, I fucking stick with it.
Fullbacks sweet. Selwyn Cobbo's back. Do you move either wingers?
No.
Shibasaki is healthy and he's off suspension. Do you put him back into left centre?
Fuck, I've got to. He can't.
Who makes
I'm not going off one game. I'm going off Shibasaki and what he's done for the preseason and the whole 27 games, 26 games, 3 origins. I've got to pay him a little bit more faith in that.
Okay. So Shibasaki, who's out? Mariner, Karapani, or Arthurs?
Arthurs.
So Mariner back to the wing.
Yep.
Okay.
That sucks as well.
Ezra Mam is healthy. Who's your 6?
Him.
Adam Reynolds is healthy. Who's your 7?
This is where I come into it. This is where I don't really know. This is where I'm like, fuck, Reynolds looks good, but then I'm like, Ben Hunt and Ezra looks good, but they haven't really played together, right? So it's like, it's just, you're found, so I'm just thinking.
It's so tough.
And he's your captain.
Yeah.
But I've got my opinion.
Like what's the best combination? Because we've been fucking with this all year going, who's the best combination to get who playing the best? Reece Walsh is your best player. Your halves just have to get in fucking the decent shape and everything like that so he can play like he is now. Why is he playing like he is now?
So your halfback is?
Fucking Ben Hunt.
Your 9 is?
Pakes.
Your 14?
Billy.
I don't look.
That's and that's there's too many fucking things going on there. That's just me impulsively thinking and going, how do I get the number 1 to play his best footy?
Yeah.
I don't really change much of what's going on now, right? I'm not really shitting myself on where fucking Ezra comes back or not either.
Yeah.
Or Reynolds is rushing back. I'm like, okay, if you guys just fucking take the time.
In my heart of hearts, I would still go Reynolds 7, Benny Hunt 9, Billy Walters 14. But I'm not to say that you're wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's just like that. That would be my gut instinct to go with that.
I'm going optically, and I look at the Brisbane year as from round 1 to 27, and I'm like, when does it look its best? The last month. What was happened in the last month? Because there's so many Chiefs in that team.
Yeah, fair.
When you get on there, like the reason why Reece Walsh he's found his spot is I'm the fucking dude in this team.
Benny
Guys
Hunt's
are
allowed him
fucking
to do
old.
that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the guy.
It's fair.
I reckon that's what's hit him. I've been waiting for this fucking team to be mine. About time. Just that sucks that people are getting injured and everything, but he's like, fuck, this is my team.
Yep. just like in their first game, we had a couple of huge outs when Reynolds himself and Ezra Mam did go down. Now, on the other side, it happened to Hughesy. Jerome Hughes goes down. He broke his wrist. It looks like that'll be the season for Hughesy.
Yep.
Here's another big question. Jonah Pezzett or Tyrone Wishart is your half next to money.
Wishy's too good off the bench.
Yeah.
I reckon. I don't think Pezzett can play off the bench that good.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I think Wishart's a bigger body. He's strong. He's got good fucking anticipation. He's always making line breaks when he comes off the bench. And he's had his, I wouldn't be like apprehensive on him starting if Belly goes, oh yeah, Wishy's 7. Yeah. But I just think Pezzett can't make any noise from the bench. It's like, fuck, when do we put him on? Is there an injury where you can have a real plan for Wishart?
That makes sense.
Yeah, you have a plan for Wishart at 14 because you can come in at 9, you can give Harry a rest.
Yep.
Or push Harry back to lock and you have a bit more moving pieces with that. Where Pez's like, what do? You either start or you're not in the team.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
he's still in the team. You'd be thinking, okay, well, for Wishart, you make your decision on Wishart first.
Do you think factoring in Pappy not playing as well? I think with Pappy not playing, they could lean towards Wishy because of the experience. Like you're going to lose a couple of players.
Who plays fullback?
So is
Pappy's out?
So Pappy's out. Pappy's out suspended, isn't he? Oh no, head knocks. Head knocks. He got the head knocks after the game. Now, Braith made some huge comments.
Yeah, was that? I thought he was talking about NAS. He was talking about Pappy.
No, he's talking about Pappy.
Damn.
Yeah. So even though it's huge comments because it comes from Braith, right? Yeah. And he's got the connection with Melbourne Storm, and it's very hard to, I guess, for Braith to make comments like that and not become a huge story.
Yeah.
But I had notes written in a couple of weeks ago and we just didn't get to it and it just didn't feel right.
Didn't feel warranted.
But Pappy isn't having a great year, mate. That part is true, right? And not to say that they'd be better off without Pappy. I don't think that's the way to put it. But there have been games where I thought, man, if Pappy's come up with a few errors in crucial times and he's maybe forcing a little bit. And you know those games that they got a little bit willy-nilly?
Yeah.
I reckon Pappy was a huge part of that. And when Nick Meaney got the opportunity to go back and play fullback a couple of weeks ago, you're seeing like Nick Meaney, he doesn't have the tricks in the bag like Pappy, which can sometimes be a benefit, right? Because he just plays to what his skills are. What does he do?
Take the meters.
Take the meters.
He's not a fucking fullback where he's going to be...
He doesn't want to throw the double cut
out. You know what I mean? Like he's going to be take the meters. That's his job. Get out the back. Play like 3-on-2s. Play to your skill set. Yeah. Don't fucking little kicks here and there and fucking trying to run both sides of the ruck. Like Pappy's very unstructured. He's just a footy player where can be not a good thing in Melbourne.
And sometimes there are games too, like especially when it's been wet weather. And I think this is where they've struggled on kick returns. He's been picked up, manhandled, ragdolled a little bit, and then played 2s and played 3s. Now that. You've also got to factor in that Will Warbrick was missing a lot of those games, right? So the 1-2 punch that they've had on plays 1 and 2 have nowhere near been as strong with Grant Anderson and the like.
Well, you have fucking Coates and Warbrick now. You can afford to have a Meaney at fullback because those two are absolute animals. Coates is fucking by far the best winger in the world. Because don't worry about just the aerial assault. It's what he's doing. Watch how hard he's running.
Yeah, he's running really
He's running to try and break your fucking shoulder with a smile.
We had.
He's talking shit too.
A couple of years ago. Yeah, he's really confident.
He's talking some shit. I love
it. And Will Warbrick, and understandably, Will Warbrick's probably, I reckon he's still maybe 2 or 3 weeks away from having that proper confidence. Yeah. He might be able to time that perfectly into a prelim or something like that.
Have a week off.
But I understood, and there was a lot of blowback around it, but man, Pappy is Pappy a champion player? Yes. Is his ceiling the best fullback if he plays to his best potential? For the Melbourne Storm, yes, he is their best option. Has he been playing like that this year? No, he hasn't. No. So those are tough ones. Those are, and we'll see. They're about to play your Bulldogs. Nick Meaney will most likely get an opportunity. Sua Falongo is apparently healthy enough to be a selection if Bally decides to go that way. But I think if you're not going to play...
Stay on the sideline, Sua. You need 2 weeks on the sideline.
I think if you don't play a guy like Pappy for the reasons that I'm saying and where they've been struggling, then you go to a Nick Meaney. It's probably not Sua the guy to come in. We'll see.
You go Nick Meaney like in a game like this. If Pappy's out, you go Nick Meaney, safe as a bank.
Yeah, Marion Steve comes back in the team.
Yeah, like
bring the goggles back in.
We need the goggles back. Yeah, it's a big call from Braith, but I understand. I can see what he's doing. I can not what he's doing. I can see where he's coming from. You know, if you really break down his game, no one really has, because Melbourne's always been a top 4 team, and it just sort of slides by everyone. Yeah, they're winning. So you don't really have the chance to break anyone down personally.
You're right.
Where now it's like, hey, they're not going that good. Why?
Yep.
Why'd they fall from first?
There are a number of factors, but that's just one. That's one factor that you have to consider.
Did he sign a 1-year deal, Pappy?
See, here's the thing as well. Like moving forward, looking at it, he's been one of those players, and there's a number of players now that have been linked to that Rugby 360.
Yeah.
So, Pappy is an interesting one moving forward too. Like
he'd carve in that.
Yeah, and also like you got Suafalongo, Nick Meaney would probably be on like half of what Pappy's on if you decided to make that switch full time as well. So there are a number of things that factor in. I think Pappy. If he's able to get back after the HIA that he's going to miss the game this week, then he has a huge final series coming up.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he does.
So he's there next year, right?
He is, yeah.
And then that other Saudi shit starting the year after, is it? Is that what they're trying to... No? Is it happening? Is it a thing or what?
It is. I'm telling you right now.
It's going to happen. The Saudis don't fuck around.
There's going to be a domino effect. So like someone will...
Cool.
I think everyone's just waiting. It's like what happened in the Live Golf as well. You're like waiting. Fuck, I can't remember who it was at the first. Like I think it might have been Phil Mickelson that went first for golf. Yeah. And obviously got in the year. Like there's going to be maybe a vet. It might be a Pappy. It might be a Nelson. It might be a Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Eventually he goes, you know what? Fuck it.
League's too hard.
1.5 and fucking...
You've got to be thinking right now, if you're like, just say you're in a Pappenhausen position, you're like, I want a premiership. I want to play, the origin dream's gone, and same as fucking Tess. Like, what else is there? Like, longevity, fucking brain, like he's getting ruled out for HIAs. He's had a horrible injury run. Let's go Saudi shit. Let's check this out for whatever money, $1.5 million. Like, live over there, whole different experience, and like fucking nowhere near the regime he's been under his whole career. Like Bellamy's not there, and the fucking videos have been broken down for 5 hours a week, and the amount of detail that happens down in the Melbourne fucking joint will be nowhere near it, and he'll just sail off into the sunset.
In saying that,
like free spirit.
Some boys thrive and love that environment.
No, but some fucking don't.
I reckon Pappy would. Pappy would thrive under.
He's a footy nerd.
Yeah, footy nerd. Yeah, I know, but nerd, hard work, video detail, like. And not to say that Nelson doesn't love those things.
Of course he loves
but
it.
I reckon,
the big boys. We love that
it'd
shit.
Be harder for Nelson.
Way harder. Yeah. Fucking anyone who plays in the middle right now, if Big Nelson's out there, just someone offers him $1 million and he's like, what, for how many games? Fuck, to do what?
We'll see. I think it will become a genuine threat.
Makes me laugh just like, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Seagulls 27 defeated the Warriors 26. The DCE sign off with arguably his most iconic move in the last 15 years.
Could you have written the script any better with a left foot fucking field goal?
So good.
I was almost thinking that before the game too. I'm like,
did he plan that? Did he plan that? So could he hit it with his right, you reckon?
I caught it in running. Like 5 minutes out, I go... DCE's going to set up for a field goal, and that's the way he's got to sign off. I didn't call the left foot. In saying that, the young Toko who comes screaming out of the line, and this is where the younger players, you've got to be able to know, watch your film, know your players.
Both feet, bro.
Leckett wouldn't have known that he had a left foot in his bag. I'm telling you now. So Leckett comes screaming out, and he just shaped him. And he even said it. He goes, I knew the young fella didn't know he probably had the left.
Got to go
shaped right.
His chest, son.
Hit him with the left, and what a way to go out.
That is fitting, and that's awesome. I think like in 20 years when you go down to Brookie or whatever in their shed and they celebrate DCE, I reckon that would be maybe his last play. Just that, from behind. It looked very iconic. You take a photo of that, you do a painting of that shit.
Yep.
That could be cool as fuck. That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, that's the play that they all remember him by in his last year at Manly. I know he's won a premiership. That was fucking 15 years ago. So like what he did there was quite fitting.
I reckon
it's awesome. I think it's fucking great.
I think he's hit maybe 3 of them. three
lefties.
Three
yeah.
lefties.
I think he's done 29 or 30 drop goal winners.
He's got the most golden point winners of all time.
Yep.
You got to factor in that golden point rule wasn't always available for the OGs, right? But still, 15 years, it's going to be very hard for a player to get themselves in a position to do what he's done. In saying that, he's really excited about young Joey Walsh. I was chatting to him about Joey. He reckons he's just a great kid. There was a pretty cool video where Ches talked about, like the pass in front of him now, and it's up to him when it comes down to like professionalism, who you surround yourself with. He seems to have a great family. He's manly through and through. And you don't always hear stuff when you're up in the box, but in the box on Friday night, people were screaming and pumped to see Joey Walsh get his
what
debut.
number was he?
Number 14.
Okay.
He's a young kid come off the bench. He's been a product of both rugby union and rugby league. Huge raps on him, and everyone at Manly's excited.
Feels like
he
this
didn't get
game
to do
was
much.
fucking 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, who's under more pressure? Like, is it like Lukey Brooks? Because he's been quite celebrated. You don't normally see kids this celebrated.
He's from
given
the
they've
area
got
too,
Fogarty
mate.
coming in.
Like,
He will be applying pressure to both. Fogarty probably not. Like Fogarty's been brought in. He's got a 3-year deal. We'll see what happens with Brooksy. I think Brooks has 1 more year left on his deal. I think he signed a 3-year deal from memory to begin with. But he'll keep them on their toes in preseason, that's for sure.
27.
Takiaho, again for me, Mace, he was awesome in this game, caps off a big season, and he is cherry ripe for the Tonga Pack champs at the end of the year. A couple of OGs were playing really good. Jason Tamalolo.
Great year.
See what Takiaho.
Great back end. Tamalolo, but Takiaho has been their best forward.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if he gets close to player of the year there.
Yeah. I think Tolu got it.
Tolu got it?
Yeah, Tolu got it. Yeah.
I was about to say his name because he's been outstanding as well.
So I had a chat to Tolu, like as Ches was still on the lap of honour. I went up to Tolu and I was like, "Fuck, how's the knee?" I said, "You MCL, not ACL, right?" Yeah, and he goes, "Yeah," and I go, "Tonga champ, Pack champs in the end of the year." He goes, "That's the goal, bro. That's the goal."
See, that's what I mean. Like usually they wouldn't be on the top. If you're getting injured in that now, you're not trying to get back for anything.
No, he's keen.
Now, like, because they know it's fucking means the world, and there's so many players going for this.
Well, that's what he said.
Hard to make the fucking Tongan team, the Australian team.
Like I said, everyone's talking about Samoa, and he goes, "Yeah, I know." And he goes, and like, I was like, "Man, you got some good young." Like, because I'm trying to get. We didn't give me much, but I'm going. But you got some fucking good young ones coming through. Jose Yongi and Leo, and he goes, "Yeah, we're right. We're good." We're good.
And him, he's what, is he 22?
Yeah, but like it was like that subtle confidence. Like you can tell he's not a person that says much, but like I'm going, "Oh fuck, Samoa making some noise, eh?"
Yeah.
And I said, he goes, "Yeah." I go, "You be all right?" He goes, "We're good."
Yeah. Imagine, I just want that World Cup next year. Fuck.
Yeah.
Be brutal.
Tonga are going to be fucking like
stacked. Another year with those young kids still in the NRL. Another preseason.
Kalal Matangi, Adam Fanua-Blake.
Good luck trying to get in that team.
I don't know. It would be interesting to see how Jace looks again 1 more year on. Siwa was, like I said, I keep going back to him. And then the back line is young and led by Isaiah Katoa, Isaiah Yongi 1 more year, Tolu Kola 1 more year, Leo Hopewadi. OGs like Moses Sully potentially if you need him. Like Moses was getting better at the back end of the year.
Yeah, but have a look at
Tonga are going to be a problem, man. Tonga are going to be a problem.
When they put those young bucks on the Tongan Instagram, I didn't know that they were all Tongan young kids.
Yeah.
Even Leka, you know what I mean?
Leka, yeah. Dimitri? No.
The other kid here, who was the other young
Dimitri
kid?
might be Tongan as well.
The 15 for the Warriors.
Jeremiah Tuava. He's
Did he
nice.
Is that a bad injury? Was that bad? He got injured in the game?
I didn't see that. No, I
think.
Oh, yes,
Late.
sorry. Yeah, I seen him. I seen him go off, but yeah, I like him as well.
He was coming good.
I like Navale as well. I keep talking about Navale, and I think he's going to be a real player for him in the next couple of years as well. Yeah. Congratulations to James Fisher-Harris, fastest try in NRL history.
Oh, shocked.
But the part that stood out for me in watching the presser after is Webby mentioned it, and he goes, as much as it's like a cool thing, and he said he looked at fishing, goes, "Look, fish, like we'll look back and say, like this is a cool moment in a couple of years." But just the way that the Warriors have been going at the moment, he's like, it was frustrating in a way because we come in with such an expectation how we wanted to start the game and we didn't earn it. Like it was just one of the, it was a lucky play. So it maybe gave the team a false sense of, you know.
And then Manly counterbalanced it pretty much straight away.
And then even that's what he said. And then Ches comes and kicks a 40-20. They score on us and we don't get the ball back for 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. Even though we're up 6-0, that's not the way we want to be up 6-0, you know?
Did Ches explain what he saw?
Yeah.
What happened?
He said it just dipped on him. So instead of, once he realised it dipped on him, he went to go.
That was so
Looked like he
fucking-
was like shielding it potentially? Or?
Yeah, so once in that moment, he realised, oh, fuck, I've got my positioning wrong here. It's dipped on me. I'm not going to get it. He went to go shadow it from, and if it did bounce, and rather than bouncing into a Warriors player, it bounces into his arms. It ended up kicking forward like he was hoping, and then obviously Sabi's and then Sabi's like a big giraffe comes like he does.
That's what it saw like. It's like,
Fish comes in, comes off the chest, goes straight into Fish, and Fish now has the fastest try in NRL history.
Sabi comes in, I'll solve this, mate.
Took the man off of Para.
Hey?
Took the man off Para.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it was a weird way to start the game. A weird way for Ches to start the game. I tell you what, man, Sam Healy has provided some real spark for him. Egan, I still think Wade Egan's their most important player to get a few wins here during this finals campaign. But Sam Healy's got to play more footy for him, man.
I agree. Egan's like, he's good, but he's banged up. He's banged up. In the last couple of years, he's been banged up.
Yeah.
That's what happens. But he's in the middle there. He's taken a lot of weight. You're not, like, just say if you're another middle from another side, you're not really going at Fish. You're not going at Barnett. No. You're going at Egan all the time. He's copping that first hit all
blows.
the time. He's copping the big blows, and then
blow.
the Fish and all that come in and clean it up all the time. If it's not simultaneous, it's nearly one-on-one all the time. Then you get worked from mark. You know, people then start working from marker and come from B. But if you're jammed at A or if you're at B, like, you get to him.
You know, another thing is because he's such a threat offensively as well. You want to tire him out.
Yeah,
you want him.
That's exactly what you do, and he does a lot.
Maybe that's where he can front load and just go hard into his attack and defense, knowing that you got a guy like Sam Healy coming off the bench.
Well, I think he's been playing the last 3 or 4 years with like, I'm the only guy out here that can play 9.
Yeah,
you know, and have that relationship with the middles and everything like that, because he's a gun, but he needs to. Maybe, I don't know how old Egan is, but he's just copped a fucking fair few whacks, either HIAs or injuries, and a lot of collision.
28.
A lot of collision,
There you
right?
go,
And it's a lot. So it's good that Sam Healy's there to actually just go, okay. And Webby can go, all right, we have a fucking rest.
Yeah.
Right? Don't cop the start of the game. You know, like Sam Healy looks like he's a decent defender, right? So he can do the first 25 minutes and maybe Egan can come on and I don't know. You can fuck around with it. It gives Egan a little bit of a break.
They're really struggling on their right side defense.
It's bad.
It's, you know what, like, because, and this is the nature of how rugby league works. Once whether it's right or wrong, like, people were really critical of Dallin, right? And don't get me wrong, Dallin, I've watched games as well, and I've seen moments where, like, fuck, Dallin's got to be better there.
Yep.
But he's had a bit of a revolving door. Rocco Berry goes down in this game. Lecker ends up going out to right centre and playing right centre. Kirk Cape, then they swap and Capes goes over there for a little bit as well. And it's very hard to get those combinations going. In saying that, and it does look bad because he's the last line of defence, teams keep scoring down there. Yeah. And then once you score down there, you get put on video, then you're going to like your chances. So it's a mixture of both. Yeah, they've been letting tries in, but they get so much more volume down their edge because teams think they can score.
They play for that. They get on. They sit on that right side post for that big shift.
Yep.
Bang, bang, and then like
Turbo could have had another 2 or 3 down there.
Yeah, Turbo looked like he was going to score there every time he got the ball because Lecker was on skates, and I felt sorry for him. But it's that's what happens when you're a gun young kid and you're fast, right? That was the best option from Rocco Berry, and then you put a young kid who's 19 back rower in who's a left side back rower, I reckon, naturally.
Yep.
Put him on the right side centre, the hardest position to play and defend.
To be fair,
and then Dallin's they did all right.
They actually did better than when Rocco Berry was out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because he's a hustler and he just goes after it. Where Dallin's like, fuck, he doesn't trust yet, and there's no communication from the inside, and he just gets stuck in the mud sometimes out there.
Yeah.
I can deal with sometimes when it's a great play from the other side and you just get numbers and it's 3-on-2s, but like when it's like
the first Hopper one was
when it's man on man and you're 10 meters in staring at nothing,
and
it's just a normal pass and you're like, How the fuck you score that? That's where middle start coming over.
I wonder if
what the fuck is happening.
Again, this is going into the list. Like the competition starts now. It'd be I don't know what Webby's going to do with this lineup. How it's like you got to find a way to beat. You got the Penrith Panthers coming over.
Yeah,
I don't
fully stacked.
Yeah,
It's been a good year. Seriously, like you're going against like you've had a good
Mars
year.
fans just
You've had a good year.
fuming.
You've got into the top 8. You know what I mean? The Dolphins aren't there. You're in a fucking special little place here.
Yeah.
There's 9 teams not in the 8, and you've fucking managed to be in top 4 till the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you slip out, and you've been running out of troops.
I love how
Marathon,
they
not a sprint.
They sent Mitchy Barnett over for the photo with the trophy.
Yeah, they
this
did.
week, so everyone else can keep training.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair. Mitchy did come over, see his family and everything like that, so it's good that they did that.
that's the correct thing to do.
That is the right thing to do. But it sucks. They've just fallen.
Yeah.
They've run out of troops. They've tried everything, mate. They've done everything.
Yeah,
Do you watch a video of Shawnee?
Admirable.
You wouldn't have seen it just sitting there.
Oh,
Everyone's putting up motivational videos for the fans, all the teams.
say that again.
Shawnee to put a video of
Sean
the Warriors.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't
Just
seen it.
sitting there
No, I didn't watch
trying to
it.
motivate the troops, starts now, all that sort of stuff.
Fuck, you know the
Crazy.
Warriors.
Yeah. Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
the
watch
Warriors should fucking end Penrith's run because they started it
it. Yeah,
when they went over there with no fucking players and they were coming 16th, and then they got the Warriors and then they got the Dogs and then they haven't fucking looked back.
you're right. We caught it. We
Yeah.
caught it at the time, didn't we?
Fuck.
You had a chance to.
You're watching this down the barrel. I need you to strap in and listen to me real quick, all right? I'm talking about our side and the fact that we're sitting here getting to talk about finals football. Now, if there's one thing I know, okay, let me sit and manifest this, right? There's one thing
It's
I
so
know
good.
is that this isn't guaranteed. This doesn't come around often. Heck, I was a 20-year-old kid. Made finals in my first year thinking, how good's football? I'm going to do this for the next 10 plus years. But it ain't the way that this works. I want you to think about the 27 rounds that our team's just given us, okay? I want you to think about the style of footy they've played. They've given us hope that something could be brewing right now. So whatever's happened up until this point, reset. Sit in this moment. Get your colours out. Rep your team. And let's carry our boys as far as we can take them. Let's go. Let's go. Otherwise, come on.
That's so good. That's so good.
Warriors.
Critter did one too for the doggies. There's been a lot
I've
of
seen
clubs
Critters
doing
one.
it.
I've seen Critters one. Yeah, Critters one was awesome as well. That's look. That's where the Warriors are at the moment too, because
Yeah.
there are fans now that are starting to doubt and looking at the slide. But
You also remember I said a few weeks ago about the All Blacks schedule?
yeah,
They're going up against it.
they are going to take them on.
Nice.
Yeah, the NRL didn't move it.
No,
That's
so
a-
it's like halfway through. I think the Warriors game kicks off potentially, or
That's
the
a
other
power
way
play,
around.
though. Valentis could have changed that if he wanted to. That's a power play.
Interesting to see. I mean, the Warriors fans are going to show up.
Yes,
No doubt.
No
But
doubt.
there's just, you can have as many motivational fucking videos as you want. That ain't going to do much. Not when Penrith and that come over. Like, I just think they've had a good year. Like, they've fucking ripped in as hard as they can for 27 games. Like, you just run out of troops sometimes. Could be sitting here going, oh, shit, you ended it. I'll be fucking very happy if they get that win against Penrith and just there's that little fucking threat gone.
Did you
I just
see-
don't think it'll happen.
Did you see the video Tony Pulisua did for the Panthers? No, mate.
Oh, no, I know. I was like,
TP.
Martin Lang do one for the Panthers.
OGTP, what's up?
Craig Gower.
Loogie Prettis.
Oh shit, yeah. I don't know. Like it's. I feel sorry for the Warriors.
But I think that's what the fans, they're trying to activate that.
100%.
The 14th player on the field.
That's
you know?
awesome.
yeah.
All right, boys. The Book of Feuds is done for the season. The Roosters 36 defeat the Rabbitohs 6. Teddy locks up the Dally M.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
we don't even have to go watch it on the first on the Wednesday night of
spiel.
last week. Teddy's got it. It's done.
Yeah.
One thing he said. Well, who else is?
That's what I'm with you.
Did they say that about KP though?
Yeah, someone's going to.
Shawnee got it?
They'll
Well,
make
no,
it
They
interesting.
said it about Shawnee and then KP got it.
Yeah, but
Out of
this is-
nowhere.
But this is distant sec. No, because Shawnee went on a historic run.
Ethan Strange might have something to say about that late.
Yeah, but like
You never know. with
That's
these
all.
that's what
all.
I mean. I'm
'Cause
just trying to play devil's advocate.
Ethan Strange has played every game, right? He's the only threat to Teddy, and I think Teddy deserves it. but they'll try and make it interesting.
Imagine
Otherwise, it's
the
boring.
game that he rested for the last game is the one.
Teddy deserves it. He's been the best player all year. I'm just trying to think of like to make it interesting TV, or does fucking Teddy win it by 12 points and it just looks stupid? Boy, Ethan Strange, they'll make it interesting and then just Teddy win.
I don't think
do something.
I don't think you can do that because you won't know. Like they won't know who the votes. I wonder if this is throwing someone under the bus. I was walking out of a game once and one of the voters asked me who the 3-2-1 was.
Yeah,
That's kind of
because I ran into him.
that's bullshit.
Yeah, like he goes.
Don't ask someone with a podcast that question. That's
Pardon?
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not throwing anyone under the bus.
No,
They know you have
it's
a
just
podcast.
dumb.
Don't
That's how
ask a
much they
dumb
care
question.
about it.
Yeah, no, like as in like
not gonna out him.
I know, and I'm not outing him, but they're like,
Who was it?
I'll tell you after. We're walking out, and he's like, who like, because he would have his opinion, right? Of
course.
Like, just watch the game, of course, and maybe calling it for another network, maybe
I know
calling
who
it
it
for
is.
another, maybe I don't know. Like I won't. All I'm saying is, who do you like? I got 3-2-1. Who's the 3-2-1? And I was like, fuck, I don't know. Like it's hard for me, like because I can't. I've said this before. When I'm calling games, it's hard for me to pick the 3-2-1 because I'm in the moment. Like I'm calling.
Yeah.
You know that. Fucking DCE might have kicked the fucking fake to right and kicked the left, but like, was he the best player? Probably not, but he's front of mind at the moment because he's come up with a match winner. DCE was not even part of my 3-2-1, like in when you actually get to sit back. So it can be tough for him, especially if they are doing like have another commitment, like doing radio, TV somewhere else. But Teddy gets it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
$1.01.
I think
$1.01.
I'm a fucking.
All right, and here's what I liked what he said about in the presser after. He talked about the reps he's been doing with the right edge, and then
Looks good.
he then like I think he felt like he had to say, oh yeah, and then I go over and do a lot with the left as well. But like it's the difference between a guy like, in my opinion, Hugo Savala, who's a rookie,
looks all right,
he looks like he's a guy that likes structure.
It's gotten better.
He's getting better and better.
Yeah, his defense was what I'm looking at. He's come out alone trying to bash blokes.
Big body.
Yeah, I like that.
So he highlighted and look, and it shows now. Hugo, Bobby, Mark, what are they all? They're all less than 2 years in first grade, all less than a year and a half because Marky Mark started playing last year. So Teddy is like, he's getting full control of this right edge, and that's where he's playing his best. And when you look at the other edge, it's Sammy Walker. Like imagine trying to do video or training sessions or like stuff with Sammy. Sammy's best work is instinctual. Like he probably doesn't want to go into like a whole bunch of detail and running the same rep over and over again.
If people were on his wavelength, Sam Walker, they'd play a lot more football.
Yeah.
Because he sees a lot more quicker. And where
that's
a lot
that's
of
the balance, mate.
Yeah, I know.
That's
but
why
like
they're
a
so
lot
good.
more are trying to get on Sam Walker's page because he's seeing shit down short sides where like he's like Alfie Langer-esque, Joey, JT. He's cut from that cloth.
Yep.
He sees eyes up football. If he sees a 3-on-2 down a fucking 6 meter short side, he thinks he can pull it off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where fucking, you know, you got to say, hey, hold up. You got to play the percentage football sometimes, but sometimes I want to see that. But if you push up and hit those holes good.
Before we move off that, because there'll be a number of halves that'll calculate space, numbers, and go, we haven't been drilled into that. That's not available for us. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Sam goes, I can make that work.
I trust Mark. I trust Mark Nawaqanitawase. He can fucking stay on point down that sideline. If the winger tucks in and I can throw a long ball, that's what he's thinking. I can see when he even tries to take a little step down. I'm like, he wants to do this. So in his own 40, right on the third tackle, when you're squeezed on a sideline, I'm like, he's thinking short side, this kid, and I love that about him. And I just want him to keep playing like that. And Savala, as you said. A bit more structured, right? Needs
Way more structured.
Needs a
Good.
back row doing this.
Big kicking game.
Needs someone on his inside.
Defends well.
He's that sort of player. Defends good, but that's a good little spine they got going there. A little combination there. The little young Samoan boy.
Yep, let's
Comes
get
up to plays.
before we get to him in a bit. I want to credit Nawaqanitawase. Top try scorer now, confirmed. Hammer was trying to get him. But then
The hammer was getting him.
he was trying.
He
looked like he was-
MCL trying his ass off.
He was hobbling at the back end of that game trying to get out there, but eventually succumbed to the injury. And I want to give him a shout out because remember at the start of the year, mate, so I think it was the
Dogs game.
Bulldogs game.
Dogs game.
He was awful.
Sick try, best try ever scored, but then Birdo tortured him.
He was the almost the best moment of the year,
Yeah,
probably the try
it
of
is.
the
I think
year.
it is.
Whilst also having one of the worst performances of the game with you can't say unforced errors, but errors due to like that's his job.
Unforced. He just has to catch the ball.
Well, that's his job.
Yeah.
But in saying that, unforced errors are normally like someone's putting a bomb up. That's not unforced. Or
okay.
Unforced error is maybe running with the ball and it fucking slips out of your hand or
Yeah.
something like that. In saying that, that's his job. You're right. It is his job. So in a way, it's an unforced.
Yeah.
But at the start of the year, he was coming up with these moments and those frustrations from Robbo. He must have fucking worked his cunt out with his kick defense and also his reads defensively as well. Improved out of sight. Now, I think moving from the centres to the wing really helped him with that too. He was getting lost in no man's land in the centres. But credit to Nawaqanitawase, Robbo.
Coaching staff, everything.
We were critical of them not developing Dom Young, BMOS and Matty King and all them. They've got Marky Mark going, and mate, he is a real chance to be on the tour at the end of the year.
Problem, isn't he? Fuck. Yeah, what do you reckon the tour?
Big chance.
Yeah, on the ready.
Wingers putting their hand up.
Yeah. Fuck. If I'm Union, I'm throwing the bank at him to get him back. Because I'm looking at the Wallabies going, they're on the rise, and I'm like, I get Suoliti and all this. You put now Mark Nawaqanitawase is a household name.
Yep.
You get that kid back. Yep. He's one of yours. I would not be hating on Marky Mark if he went back to Union for the World Cup. And then went and did whatever he wanted to. He's come over here. He's proven that he can roll with the big boys.
Yeah.
And he probably opened up the door for other young Wallabies playing now or whatever. Yeah, you can come in the NRL and fuck it up.
Yeah.
You can be a problem. And he's done that. 23 tries, nailed it, trained hard, student of the game. He's done everything like that, gotten better.
Yep.
Like I think he's the guy. He's the guy that has just gone, fucking all right, Union guys, we can come over to the NRL whenever we want during the World Cup breaks. You got 3 or 4 years to fuck around. Come back after the year after, get the World Cup, go and do league again or Union. Like he's going to be he's an outlier. This man.
Yeah,
he's going to be the guy.
Super talented.
Like Suoliti. I think they're just
Did you see Michael Hooper talking about him?
Yeah, see?
Did you see Michael Hooper talking about
actually.
him? And I reckon he nailed it. Like he's like, you know what? It is you got to find a way to incentivize him to come back. He said they probably don't have the contracts that they've got
corporate game,
they
mate.
put next to
Find
Slowly.
it.
Yeah.
If you want him and you want box office, you fucking get your money and put it
There
in.
must be, because when we grew up, Mace, right, the difference between rugby union and rugby league was the money associated with it. And it was the old boys and it was the corporates and it was all those relationships. Now, for whatever reason, because of the results, it seems like the investment from the higher ups in rugby hasn't been there.
Yeah.
But if there is a reason to come and get Marky Mark and get a headline player like that, then for sure they should do it. Even though I want him to stay in.
Yeah. Okay, he can move the needle for you.
He's a needle.
More so than Suoliti. More so because he's come over here and dominated like he has now, and had moments where I'm just like, the fuck is going on with this guy? Like the aerial assault, like the passes, the flick passes, and like he's swag, and everyone's looking at, does he celebrate? And like, I don't know, he's just taking it on. Like, and I'm just like,
did you hear?
I love this guy, but I'm like,
Brad Gardner's comment. Hey guys, did you see Marky Mark score on Friday night, then casually hand?
Yes. What was that? It was disrespect, and I'm like, I think he got Jack by surprise.
Yeah.
Because I see Jack's eyes. It's like, fuck did you do then?
He's lucky it's Jack Whiten of now, not 5 years ago.
Jackie boy 5 years ago, you're copping a 3-piece.
3-piece straight in the fucking...
Why did he do that? Because I think Jack come in a little bit, maybe give him some, and he went like, and then...
Here's my thing,
it was, it was weird.
He's the nonchalance stuff and the lack of celebrations.
Got everyone.
He's a character.
Yeah.
And when I seen him do that, I went, ooh, this cunt's about it. He's playing a game.
He knows.
It's cheeky.
It's cheeky.
It's disrespectful.
There's awareness. And mate, like he's buying into the Book of Feuds, which is mad, and I'm all for it. Do I like that he did it to Jack? No, because I love Jack Whiten. And I know like you're doing it to a Jack Whiten that's down and out and struggling a little bit for confidence because, Rabbitohs aren't playing well. But you're lucky that ain't Jack Whiten from 5 years ago, because you would have got fucking... you would have so many lefts, you'll beg it for a right.
Or a closer game.
Yeah.
Or Latrell wasn't playing. Because if Latrell was coming across at that time, which he would have been, he would have fucking dropped in an elbow or so. And then I wonder what that energy would have been like
So
And
here's
if,
my
and, if,
thing.
and if Latrell had even saw that, Jai Gray ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, get out of the way, mate. Latrell comes in with different energy. I don't think he does that if Latrell comes
So here's my thing, right? And you'll agree with this. They play each other next year.
It's on.
The
We're
Wayne,
bringing it up.
full deck of cards. It's getting played in video, though.
Yeah.
It's getting played in video.
That's bad. Yeah, I loved it, but I'm like,
I love it and
I get it. I get it.
And I love it. I love it and I hate it and I love it.
It was just how he did it, though, because we're all going, he don't celebrate, he don't do anything. He just went, it's just like a piss take. Like, you have the ball, I'm just bouncing out of
Did
here.
you see the Roosters socials?
Did they play it?
Go have a look at the Roosters socials.
That's fucking magic. Moments like that, you know? I don't even know Mark.
Nice.
Good to see our boy Cam Murray get through the game, bud.
Yeah.
That's all I was looking at.
With Jizza, I'm the owner.
Yeah. That's the best.
They're good, the Roosters.
Oh,
Socials
social
are good.
media teams.
Especially those two clubs.
Kick the door down. Kick in the door.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's mad disrespect.
It's so
Mad disrespect from a guy who pretends like he ain't that guy. He's clearly that guy.
I want to know. I don't know him. I want to just.
He's a
ask,
character.
I want to ask Teddy. I said, "What's fucking Mark Nawaqanitawase
He's a
like?"
character, man. I'm
All
all
right.
for it. Also, you mentioned it before. Benai Ualu.
You
I
gotta-
like him.
Yeah, he's a 9.
Missing piece for Samoa.
Yeah.
Maybe not this year, World Cup year, next year, more reps. Robbo loves him. I
was hoping he was Tongan.
Great combination with Connor Watson. Watch out for him in the final series and then moving into next year. I think he's going to be a real player for him. Rabbitohs, Wayne addressed it, the injury toll. I'll be really quick with sort of the Rabbitohs, the Dragons, some of these teams that are out. He did mention that he wants to review the whole setup this offseason. He acknowledged that it's been a bad 2-year run. The injury, he said it's the worst injury toll that he's ever seen. For sure, like you look at some of the names that have benefited from it. He also highlighted, the Jai Greys of the world, the Ashton Wards of the world, Jamie Humphreys, Lachlan Hubners. All those guys will be better for the run for next year, which will make their team even stronger. But they need to figure out their health.
Yep.
They need to get healthy, mate. Whatever's going on right now, whether it's bad juju, whether it's the training load, all that sort of stuff. Because they had a mini spark from Cheese, Cody, and Cam when they come off the bench, and it was awesome to see Cam not get injured, play. That's all I was hoping for at the back end of this game. But to see the impact that they had for a short period, and that's even without hardly any runs on the board, like they're not match fit by no means. And who's to know what happens with the Cheese situation as well? That's ongoing. But if they can get some,
They'll be all right. They'll be fighting for that, just say how even the comp is now. They'll be thereabouts.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be out of the running like you are now, but they sort of, they finished like, 14th, 13th, 14th, something like that. It's definitely grounds to work on. They got so much more improvement in them. You got to stop these soft tissue injuries. You got to get Latrell fit. Is it a toll on getting old? Are we old?
Latrell's not even that old.
No, Latrell's not old, but and then on the other hand, is Cody Walker old? Yeah, he's old, but
I reckon with Cody Walker,
he's all right.
I'm really confident Cody Walker because I've seen it now for 2 or 3 weeks coming off the bench.
It's just one of those years.
I
Just
reckon
fucking
Cody's going to play the
scrap
Benji
it.
role for him next year.
Yeah,
I
you're
really
saying
do.
that.
I'm really confident in
Been a
that.
bit of talk around that.
Yeah.
Like articles and whatnot.
Yeah.
They just need to be healthy. We can have a whole different discussion here. If they were healthy and they finish here, we're like, fuck, something's wrong there.
Yeah.
But we don't know until this time next year if they have a full deck of cards. And they're like, okay, we finished 9th, we finished 10th. That's what they sort of look like with everybody fit. Fight
All right.
for that 8th spot.
Panthers 40 defeat the Dragons 20. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
They are as healthy as they're ever going to be heading into this final series. They got a good hit out because they had a couple of scares from a Dragons team that were playing at home. Last game, had nothing to lose. They went after it. They had little moments where the Dragons, were good, but they kicked away twice. They weathered the storm. They kicked away twice, and out of all the 5 Origin stars, this is the biggest tick that the Penrith Panthers. I reckon Nat.
Yeah, he looks good, eh?
I reckon Nathan Cleary looks the best out of all of them, which is
There's a
dangerous.
problem. This is where I go look at the Panthers and go, out of all the top 8, I'm like, in the key positions, they got the best players. Still got the best 7, still got the best lock.
Yep. Mitch
You know
Kenny.
what I mean? Mitch Kenny's decent 9, top 5 9.
Yep. Dylan Edwards,
Dylan Edwards, fucking
top 3.
yeah. Front rollers, Lindsay Smith and Leota, they're doing a job.
Yep.
Liam Martin's been rested now. He's back, and they're just
Garner's
going,
played well this year, man.
Yeah, Garner's killed it, but Sorensen, everyone like that. Now they're back. They're probably the healthiest they've been all year, and they just go over and play the Warriors and go on another run.
Well,
this is going to be a problem. Mate.
Here's something that you don't want to hear if you're the rest of the competition. I was watching the post match, and Isaiah Yeo got interviewed from Fox. He got given the green light to get rested at the 60-minute mark if he wanted to it.
Yeah.
And he goes, nah. He goes, I hadn't played much footy. We got given the week
Yeah,
off.
not much. Just 200 games in 5 years.
He goes, I felt good. I felt healthy, so I just wanted to keep on playing. And I was like, ooh, that's dangerous.
This is a dangerous team, and the way the competition's mapped out, they could go and get 5. This is how much. Yeah, this is how.
They've banned it
This
in-house.
is
Have you
fucking
heard that?
ridiculous.
What, not talking about
Not
it?
talking about 5?
Yeah.
Even to be in this position right now, well, we were talking just say 14 weeks ago, fucking coming last.
I want to know what the core message of the year is for him. You know how every year it sort of comes
We
out.
see
what
the
it's been?
documentary and then you find out after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what
This
that
would
is.
be the
So if they're not allowed to mention the 5, there'll be a theme. They come up with a theme every final series. So they might be discussing it and figuring it out now.
yeah. This worries me. Nathan Cleary worries me.
Isaiah Yeo worries me.
Yeah.
If you're another team, Yoey, imagine you,
Yeah,
mates,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you play all the rep games you played, all the fucking competitions, you win competitions, and the trainer comes running out and he goes, Yoey, Ivan said you're good to go, and he goes, I'm good against the Dragons, and you're fucking beating them, and you've got that's fucking danger signs for everyone.
And that's where the younger players see that.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing it for.
Yeah.
To get to motivate, right? And that's captain material. That's leadership. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you look at it, you're like, if you're a young kid and you're like, oh, fucking yo, he can come off. He doesn't even want to come off. That's how much he loves his club.
99% of the competition are taking that break if that gets given them.
20 minutes is a fucking long time. Your
You know
game
what?
is sort of sealed.
There might be a few players that get to that point and go, hey, next time the trainer comes on, just say, Ivan's chance of just getting a spell here at the end.
When they solidified the win, it was pretty much game over. Yeah, you just go, rack it in.
What about
See you later.
Milky might be getting replaced by Alamotti? Have you seen that noise?
Yeah, I have. I don't think that's warranted.
I don't think it will happen. That is not what Ivan has done in this run. He's rewarded guys that have been solid for him.
He's been their best outside back.
Do I think, in my heart of hearts, do I think Penrith are a better team with Alamotti? Yes, I do. Do I think they'll do it? Because I don't think it's as big a gap though. And Milky Jenkins has earned that spot.
Fucking oath he has. And they got a good thing on that left edge. I know Alamotti was outstanding last year, but like they had a
was good
chance.
again on the weekend.
They had a chance there this year when they were going through their hard shit. Like that's the reason why he got dropped.
You know the big tick for
He was just
Alamotti? Because of how well Alamotti played in that Bulldogs game as well.
Yep.
Like, because you can go a couple of ways, right? Like, Salt, because you're in the Reggie's team, and every time Alamotti's come in, he's fucking played well.
No, he's a gun.
Yeah.
He just like he was the I don't know, when they had to drop a few players, he was a casualty of that little shit run that they had, and I'm thinking it's a little bit harsh to drop a fucking outside back who's just doing his best, and I don't think he deserved to get fucking beat. I mean, to get dropped.
Yeah,
but
it'd be very hard.
Game
now.
1 of the season.
What do
he
you
sort of
do?
Shifted before kickoff as well. They had that injury late in Vegas. Is that right? He went from centre to wing. So
and he's been fucked
shifted
around.
all
He's been shifted everywhere. He hasn't really had a good where he was left centre last year all the time.
Yeah.
And then this Casey McLean kid's come in, bang, got your position. Milky's come in, boom. Because I understand how it works out there. You fucking lock in, get your position, play your best football, and then it's all come into fruition now. But when they were going through their shitty run, he was just the guy to drop. And it's like, it sucked because Milky weren't playing like this. Casey wasn't playing like this. No one was playing like this, and you weren't going to fuck with anyone else. But like he was like a kid who's only been there for 1 year, right? Not a local junior, nothing like that. So there's no real connection there yet.
Fuck, he was also in the grand final.
And he carved up in the grand final.
Yeah.
Like we can build a case for him, but like build a case for Milky too.
Casey
A
McLean's
bigger
playing
case.
with a swag. He's playing with a swag.
He's so strong, that kid.
Yeah. The Dragons, their roller coaster season finally comes to an end. Similar to South, I think they'll benefit with so many of their young players. I've got a few that I want to highlight: Egan, Stewart, Pacific Tonga, Halangahu, and the Couchman twins. Big preseason, and they've had a lot of vets in their forward pack over the last couple of years, guys like DeBellin who's moving on. Not too sure. Even Flano said after the game he's not sure where Clem's at, whether they can offer him a contract. Clem had a really good stint there. Mudders Laurie's been part of the makeup for a while. Benny Mudders Marcilla's moving on. Luch is at the crossroads now at that point of his career.
Yep.
For me, and watching on the weekend and always seeing him put his best performance in no matter what the circumstances, I reckon it's Jaden Sewell's time to take over that pack. Mm-hmm. He's an origin player. He's a rep player. He always gives 100. Yep. It's not always clean, and he's been, a bit banged up himself. But if I'm Flano, I'm basically go to Jaden Sewell. You're the leader of our pack now. JDB's gone. Look at this young, talented fucking roster that we got coming through. Nurture them, turn them into first graders, and then if we have a pack that can get on top of most packs each week. Which
they fucking nearly can.
Look at those names, mate. All those guys got a lot of potential.
Yep, I agree.
I think that is the part that the Dragons take into the preseason.
They're going to lose some key players and players that have been there for 5 years plus.
Could be a good thing.
So but they're embedded in the system, and like DeBellin knows when he gets the ball, and and everyone makes their game around DeBellin, right? So he's going to be gone. That's a big piece, right? He's been there for a fucking long time. It's his club.
He didn't want to leave either.
He didn't want to leave. No, he's got forced out. So these young kids, like the ones that you just named, Egan, Stewart, Pacifica Tonga, Helen Gahu, they're all Couchman twins. They're fucking all good players, man. They're all young, big country boys.
All come through the junior system.
Yeah, junior system. So they have an affinity for the club and they love the club. They always wanted to be Dragons players. Now they are.
Yeah.
All right, they got their first year in the game. Get another preseason. Some of these guys have been in the system for a while now. But Pacifica Tonga, SG Ball last year. Helen Gahu, SG Ball last year. I remember playing against them. They were fucking animals. I was like, okay, well, the progression was this.
Yeah.
It happens really quick.
And they'll be better for the run, right?
Yeah, better for the run. And then that's what I'm saying. That's a good shout when it comes to Sewer.
Yep.
150 gamer. Like highly respected in the Islander community. Fuck, he's been coached by the best, been in the grand final, played Origin. Fucking grab these young kids and teach them how to be professionals really quick.
And it's up to those young kids to follow a guy.
Yeah, and I think they will. Young kids really want to learn if you're the right leader. Yeah. If you've got the respect, if you go, fuck yeah, he's doing everything that personifies what a Dragon and a first grader is.
Ticks every box.
He ticks every box.
Yep.
I want to be like that.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing. If you empower someone like Jaden Sewer, if Flano does that, get these young kids on your page.
Yeah.
And if he does that, then you can fucking make some noise next year.
All right, the Titans 36 defeat the Tigers 28. Everyone but Tigers and Knights fans love this result. You know what? There might even be some Tigers fans, maybe not Knights fans, that were even watching that game going, you know what? Let him have it. We all love the Foz.
Love Foz.
I guess that's the thing for, like, if you look at it in a negative way, like the energy for the Titans fans was so good throughout this whole game off the back of, Foz's last ever game. Do you know he played the second most games that he played in NRL at the Titans? It was Manly and Titans. It didn't feel like that, did it?
It's just been around for ages, hasn't he?
I feel like he was banged up at the Dogs.
He was banged up at the Dogs. He was banged at the Warriors.
Banged up at the Warriors. Like he went through a really tough period.
Yeah, for about 4
So
years.
he played his second most games for the Titans. The crowd got behind him. The energy was great. How do the Titans bottle that up for next year is my big...
Yeah, they just can't. And they won't.
No, how do they? Not that they can't.
They just won't. I just don't think they will.
Some...
Like that. He's a special player, Kieran, and a special human. That's why this is what happens when you're like that. And it's a credit to him, to Foz, why they turned up and did this for him. Right? This is how do you bottle it up? You just fucking can't. You don't even know who your coach is next year.
Well, they do.
Josh Hanno.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You don't know how that works out, though.
You don't know how the coaching works out, who you've recruited. Yeah. He's been a mainstay in your team for a while there.
They got to sort Tino. They got to figure out Fafita. And then
that's a big problem.
The rest of the jigsaw with the halves.
Feels like Fafita's all but done it. So they're just trying to find the number. It's all about the number.
And you want Tino to commit.
Tino said that he wants Fozzy still in the captain's meetings, I think.
So, whoa. Yeah, that's a huge rap. I didn't see that. I know... what can I say for certain? We'll chat to him this week anyway, but I know that the role that was around the pathways and working with the younger halves, he's still got that role. That role wasn't dependent on Desi. And Josh Hannay's been around the league long enough to know the influence that a guy like Foz can have. I think any club, if they got the opportunity to have a guy like Foz in, are going to take him on board. So I'm sure he'll have a role.
You see his knowledge for the game on some of his podcasts.
Yep.
He's fucking smart. You'd want that brain anywhere near. If you're Josh Hannay, he probably doesn't personally know Fozzy that well, but like
Reputation.
yeah, and you want that guy. If he's there, you're like, can you come in? Like, depends on what Fozzy's feeling like personally. Like, you might go, I'm done with the game. Give me a fucking rest, right? Or just come in whenever you want.
Well, he's locked in. He's doing stuff with us
like,
next year. He's going to have more media gigs. I reckon Fox will go after him hard.
he'd be really good.
I reckon SEM will go after him hard because he's doing a lot of stuff with them this year up in Queensland. I know Rat was there at the celebration as well.
Yeah.
So we were talking about your lock-in at the centre tonight. He's a great man, the Rat.
That was one of the greats.
Yeah. Anyway, and he's because Sats has moved on to the administrative role now with the Titans. There's an opportunity, and I said, mate, you and Fozzy would be good together.
Yeah.
And he goes, there's stuff's in the works. We'll see how it goes. So Fozzy's got so many. Fozzy's probably got more negotiations coming up than he's ever had in his career, all in one little go. Mike goes, Fozzy, you locked in for levels, mate?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
It's your main priority.
Yeah, we've got him locked in.
Yeah.
Geez, don't have to worry about anything there, Hozzy.
Got the Wi-Fi ready for you, Skip.
But like the big core, and we've said it all along. Keanu Kinney, fullback.
Yeah.
Brimo and JC. They are 7 and 6. I know Brimo said he's not a centre. He looked pretty good out there.
He looked unreal.
Or what's your main priority if you're Josh Hannay? Trying to figure out who the 7 and 6 are, right?
That problem there. Like, I mean, probably Josh Hannay's had these conversations with some of his mates in the last couple of years going, what would you do with that? You know, fuck him off and he'd go here and he'd go here. So now you're in control of what happens to these three.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's a big problem.
Keanu Kinney's
I don't
such
know
a
what
good
happens.
kid too.
Kinney's a fucking gun.
had a good
Brimo's a
chat to him.
gun.
He's a
And
great
JC's a gun. Like, I think JC's a half. It's figuring out where to put Brimo.
Yeah.
And for him to be happy and go, look, mate, you're going to be left centre. You get a lot of ball. You know, like left side centre gets majority of the ball.
Can
right
you
side
convince
centre,
him into that hybrid role, like we talk about with Turbo and
Even,
Latrell and
even with
Lomax?
Critter, he does it as
Critter
well.
does
He gets around the back as well. So why not? Just depends if you can incorporate as a coach.
Do you reckon centre is the most like hated position from fullback?
Well, it has a little window like
Fucking
2 or
must
3
be.
years ago. Everyone's like the centre's back, the shake and bake centre's back, and
that?
then it sort of drifted away again.
Yeah.
It's a weird spot. I think
Because
fullback's the spot because you get
why?
everything.
It's not necessarily that they hate playing centres or it's like looking down at the centre position. It's just that like fullback is the premier position.
Get
like
everything.
you're the star and you get to float and you get to be the guy when you're fullback. And when you're the centre, you get pigeonholed into one side of the field.
And pending on your fullback,
Yeah.
if you get most of the ball, if he just loves running right that way or that way, can he straighten up this way? Does he straighten up that way? It's like some fullbacks can't do it right to left, left to right, all that sort of shit. So it's like that's confusing for a centre as well. And all my plays are going to be play 2s or 3s coming out of yardage, getting smashed because our team's getting fucking battered every week. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's worrisome.
That's what he's worried about. He's like, what? When are we ever in the on the front foot?
Yeah,
ever.
If you're a fullback and you're on the back foot, you could dictate it by getting on place carry 1, 2,
Yep.
and even 4.
Getting
if
the
need
ball.
be, right?
You start sets most of the time, and that's where Bruno would be like, fuck, I want to start set. You know, I don't want to be like on the third wave just getting pumped in our 15 metres. That's what happens at the Titans.
You know a solid first hit out. Cooper Pye looked good off the bench.
Fucking oath he looked good. Oh, wish they'd awarded that try.
Yeah, I know.
That sucked. But like I was
the right
looking,
call.
I was looking at all the other things in his game, right? Like his defense, he played big minutes and like he
Good stint.
fucking fished the water. Yeah, but good with the ball, very good covering, moving his feet all the time. Good work from Marker coming in, knowing when to come in blade legs, where most people, and then going to the right side, not really looking at the fullback, going, where the fuck am I going?
Yeah,
Understanding numbers straight away. So genuine middle there.
Yeah, look
with a bit of skill.
Carter Gordon had a bit of a rough outing. It was a tough go going against Taylor May. I want to give him a huge shout out though. So he spent 3 years in surgery. Well, 3 years.
Carter Gordon.
3 months getting surgery and fixing his back. He was basically bedridden for 3 months at the start of the year, MASE. And he was a really good story. And he got the ability now, similar to Nawaqanitawase. You get the one game at the end of the year last year, get out there, play a bit of first grade, and I think that'll give him the world of confidence going into next year because he's another champion player as well. Mate, this is a tough game for the Tigers.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if I'm being fair, it's a game you don't want to play, right? You're playing against a legend of the game.
Crowd's there.
The crowd's pumped. It's an away fixture. You can't make the 8. You can't get the spoon. The Titans are desperate because they want to avoid the spoon. There's so many factors that are just ugly for a team in this position.
Yep.
In saying that, once you get to that lead, you've got to put these sorts of teams away, don't you?
Yeah. And that's the factors that they didn't weigh in. Like, fuck, what happens when we do get to a lead?
Yeah.
You know, like you think you could just go, Titans will put away everything. Like, oh, we're done. We couldn't do anything. I would have thought that as well. And then the Titans decided to start playing football, and the Tigers are like, fuck.
Well, so here's the thing, right? Like, normally in that position this year, I reckon the Titans probably would have just
Yes,
packed it
that's
in.
what I'm saying. And so the Tigers got to that lead and went, game over. Titans can't really do that much. And next minute, bang, 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 bang. And we're sitting behind the line going, fuck, we just lost the game. And that's just desperation. And that's the mindset at the start, like, it's fucking the last game. You just don't want to get injured. You just want to get the season done. We're not getting the spoon. All those little factors weigh in. You didn't expect that weigh in.
Yeah.
The 28-12 and then the comeback, the crowd, the momentum. You're like, do we have one more crack at it to fucking try and get...
Be frustrating though, still.
Yeah, it
Because
sucks.
Benji, they were trending the right way. Even
Should
though
have
they were
been
losing
50 to
games,
12.
they were trending the right way to end the season, and they should have kicked away with it. So that would be frustrating for Ben.
This game would be like, don't worry about it.
I know,
It's a
like
different mindset.
not just the two tries, and I've called for him as well. But I heard in the coverage as well. I think it was maybe Warren Smith was calling the game. He said that the Tigers have a plus points differential when Royce Hunt's on the field.
Yeah, right.
So that's a good stat in his favour, right? But he's got to be able to look
He
like
needs
we
to
keep
look at
saying.
himself and go, I need to fucking be fit.
More minutes,
Yeah, more minutes. If he can average 45, 50 minutes a week, that's enough.
Yep.
You know, because he's a big body, he hits hard, he's good around the field, but it's like, when does he play and how many minutes can he play?
Yeah.
You know, so in the game will go past guys like him if he can't maintain it. And and you won't get picked.
You've got to be able to go 20 straight off the bench, and then be reliable enough for the coach to go, I can give him another 10 or 15 at the back end if I need him.
Yeah, and to be explosive. Like, I don't even care about the 2 tries that he scored.
Yeah,
I'm just saying what he does. Like when he's on, that's a big man there, and he's got some good leg speed. He's got good skills. So it's like, this is a very serious preseason for him.
I like the look of Macassini too.
Yeah, he's built like Critter, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a good body for 18 years old.
Yeah, he's only a baby.
Far out.
A couple more preseasons in him.
Yeah, it's Benji said it's not his best position. He's a centre.
Yeah,
but
different game out there when playing centre and wing.
Yeah.
Like coming out of that ball, coming out of that left, whatever that edge is, with a left arm carry as well.
Yeah. It was cool how they flipped Taruva back over to the other side so he could go on the more experienced edge with Jerome and
it's a difference, but when he has the ball, I just say where he has been playing, he would get out of yardage quite easy.
Yeah.
The fucking markers are flying at you, A, B, everyone's just trying to get at your fucking hips.
Handled it pretty good.
Yeah, he did. Physically, he was all right. It was nothing really, he didn't look out of his place.
Yep. The Sharks 24 defeat the Bulldogs 6. The Sharks are tricking me into thinking they're legit contenders again, mate.
Are they?
A first time. So here's one thing I didn't realise, and this is big for the Sharks. This is the first time their starting back 5 has played together all year.
Shit.
Because the reason I highlight that is I've said this for 3 years now. Their best footy is when their back 4, not including Will Kennedy, their back 4 in the wingers and centres, get them on the front foot. They're able to play, work their way up the field. Then the middle's chipping in the back end of tackles. They put you in a kick and they sort of play that long game.
Yep.
But off the back of their back 5's kick returns, the difference for them this year is when Adam Fanua-Blake gets in on play 3 and 4, skittles a few people. I thought the Dolph was really good.
Dolph fucking looked great.
What about kicks? Like a couple of times.
What about fucking like I'm all like, this is a bit of a tangent, but how the fuck is he playing this week?
Who kick out?
Yeah. That's like, mate, if you're looking at the HIA and all the rulings and all that sort of shit, mate, he should have been taken off.
Straight away.
We had to take him off.
Yeah. They did.
The Bulldogs had to take him off.
Well, see, the Bulldogs did, right? So it was like, it shouldn't have even got to the Bulldogs. Credit to the Bulldogs.
If you're watching the thing, it's like he just got hit with a fucking...
Sledgehammer.
A sledgehammer, mate. Like, you need to look at that and go, he needs a rest.
Yeah.
And they let him out. They let him stay out there for another 10 minutes. You know, like, when are they going to fucking learn? And they don't even like look at it this way. I'm glad that he's playing if I'm like, if Kickout was playing for another team, I'm like, how's he playing?
Credit to the Bulldogs because the independent doctor should have got him off straight away. Because all of us seen how bad of a way he was in. And then it took... Obviously, the doctor goes out, and then this is why I've got no problems with what happened with the trainer because you can bluff a trainer.
Yeah.
You can do those things out there on the field and bluff the trainers, but once he got done the second time, you're like, fuck, man, Kicks ain't himself here.
No.
Because, the Dolph did a good job to get him on the first one. The second one was because Kicks was fucked.
Yeah, he was done. He was like, it's like getting knocked out. Yeah, that's bad.
So we'll see what happens there. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe the Bulldogs do something in-house and figure out what he's going to be like this week.
Just have a rest.
And
not this week, but like, fuck.
Credit to NICHO. I thought he was really good in this game. I thought this is like, he's putting together, he's very quietly, because he's been under the pump for so long, he's putting together a good month, like a solid month.
Yep.
And I guess people were apprehensive to give him his flowers because we've like, he hasn't got it done now for Cronulla at this next step.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people need to
Did you
see.
see his media yesterday?
No.
So this is the first time in a couple of years where he's actually had a run into the finals. Last year he was injured and he came back in the finals.
Year before he was healthy though.
Yeah, but he was saying last year he felt off. This year he feels great.
Yeah. So like he's
interesting. That's all.
and you know how much I love NICHO. He last couple of years fell at the hurdle. Like he was healthy going into that Cowboys game where they lost. And then had to play again and then went back to back. And I think they lost to the Roosters, actually. Undermanned Roosters team potentially the year before. I could be getting that wrong, but it's getting a bit mixed up. Anyway, that's where, like, I'm watching this game going, fuck, Nico's looking good. I'm glad that he's playing on the weekend. But this is a big test against the Roosters.
Yeah. He's been, I mean, he played good, but we fucking played awful, I reckon. I mean, defensively, we were bad. We just got run over. You can play on the back of a pack like that who were just finding their front every single fucking
They
run.
did weather the storm to begin with. I thought the Bulldogs started really well.
Really good. But like at the end, but for the next fucking 60 minutes, it was just all Fanua Blake, all Hazelton, all fucking Halman Llewellyn, Rudolph.
Did you feel like this at the start? Like, oh shit, the Bulldogs are going to...
We're on.
If they get
We're
one...
on.
If they get one... It's going to snowball.
Yeah.
And when the Sharks defended him for like they did, and then NICHO put on a couple of plays and, comes up with a nice... When Billy Burns goes through, I think the rest of the Bulldogs team went, fuck. What the fuck? We've just thrown everything at this.
Yeah, and that's looked like that, the Bulldogs side that played the Tigers again. You know what I mean? Last month that we put together hasn't been our best defensively. Like just real lapses on the edge and just looks out of sync. That's as much as I can go into it.
Before we get to the Dogs, and I know you can see, you feel the frustrations coming through even talking about it before we get to the winners. Daniel Atkinson, I'm telling you, he's my guy next year. Daniel Atkinson's going to go down to the Dragons and he's going to have a Luke Metcalf type season.
See, and I thought
I'm calling that early.
When NICHO was in trouble, my initial reaction was like, well, Trindle just comes back and Atkinson plays 6. That looks probably little bit better.
Year?
No, now, like when NICHO was going to get done for the tackle, I was like, Trindle comes in, Atkinson goes to 6, not a big deal. They can deal with it. They probably look at a stronger team as Trindle at 7 because Trindle's just a natural 7.
Yeah.
A natural 7. He's not a 6. He's just a makeshift 6. But now you're going to have NICHO there, more pressure on him, so he needs to come out. This is all in.
In my heart of hearts, I think all 3 of them are 6s if you had a proper... Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're right.
I think they've manufactured NICHO into a 7, but if you had Jamal Fogarty in that team, for example, all 3 of those guys would play 6 if the other 2 didn't exist.
Yeah.
Does that
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so that's
similar play.
That's sometimes where I think they struggle with the balance of control and who takes the reins. Because if they had just a ball dominant 7 that was an out and out 7, I think all 3 would play naturally so much better as a 6.
Yeah. Be interesting to see how they go this week
against
a really good defensive team with the Roosters. And You know,
and that's what I've been saying about Atkinson, right? So what you just said there, where you don't think that they would lose too much. So that's where I reckon Atkinson hasn't played a lot this year. I reckon.
I know what you're saying with that. You don't really want to show him
showcase
because you look silly.
Because then the Sharks fans start screaming for him for more.
You can make
if he's not going to be there next year.
Yeah, exactly. So if he was there this year, people would have been pushing like when they were going through their little bit of a lull this year. Put him in at 6.
Or
put
7.
Nicho to fucking mess it up a little bit. Kennedy's under the pump. You put Nicho at fullback. You know, like I don't know, like Fitzy would have had to do that, but Atkinson went to St George. He already went, okay, well, now Fitzy just goes, well, I don't need this guy unless there's injuries.
Yeah.
Right? So Sharks look good. They're not fooling anyone.
No.
Straight down and fucking bang the front door in and just see how we go on the edge.
Just whether you can stop it or not.
Yeah, can you stop it? That's what
trying to trick
they
you up.
offered that to the Dogs and we couldn't.
I'll tell you has no worries about his spot in the team. Blake Brayley extended throughout the week. He is their future captain of the club.
Yeah. He's good. He's good defensively.
He's good, man.
Local kid as well.
Local junior.
Yeah, good on him.
Listen to him yesterday at the captain's thing. It was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cam McInnes will come back in next year, but I reckon Blake Brayley he'll stay as captain next year. And McInnes could be in his last year at the Sharks.
More signing news. The Doggies locked up Gus and Ciro to 2031 and Karaz 2028. And it's likely...
And Critter, I think.
Critter's about to get done.
31 too.
Critter hasn't been confirmed, but...
Okay. I saw those news yesterday. Yeah, good work.
Big signings.
Gus and Ciro's.
We're associated to Bulldogs for at least 2031 then.
Gus and Ciro is the biggest signings of that whole lot. I think everyone else wants to be there. You know, you're not
Critter's
looking... Yeah. Critter will be massive, but he don't want to go. Why would he want to go? No one... The negotiations... We wouldn't even talking to anyone. Critter's just been talking to the Dogs for the last probably 3 months.
We can't actually.
Karaz and, you know, like,
he's not,
exactly.
not
you wouldn't even be thinking it. So I just want to be here for the next 5 years. I want to win. We've got a good little fucking system going here. So let's get one. But
they asked him in the presser after. Did you see it? Like in the presser, they asked, is it true? Like I've heard reports that you could be done. He goes, no, where'd you hear that?
Critter said.
Yeah, Critter said. He goes, no, I haven't. No. Just played it off, and then Cam just sits there and they just got like poker faces.
I'm all for Ciro going. It's like I believe in it, right? When he goes, it's a new competition now.
Yep.
So a lot of coaches would be echoing those words, right? When you fucking lost 3 from 4,
of course.
And like it's you got to say that because you got to come up with a new little fucking team, right? We've got injuries, we've got like all this kind of stuff happening right now.
So no Karaz,
Montoya,
even though he said,
Cherry.
even though Ciro said Karaz is getting better and progressing. He probably most likely won't be available this week. Yeah. Sherry definitely. Montoya maybe now with the new report. No. Do they have enough of the gear in them, Mace, to go down to Melbourne and get a victory?
The only thing I'm looking at, right, is that Melbourne are busted as well.
Yeah.
Big Nas, big Kamikamitha, Pappy, Jerome Hughes. That's 4 massive starters that are out. Big starters.
Yeah.
Probably bigger than ours. Right?
For sure. Like the importance of the position and Daly M winner and all that.
Yes.
Like and premier
7,
players.
like then you got your 7 and 1 out. There's half
for
the
sure.
spine.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I reckon they're there. That outweighs us more. We've got a couple of wingers out, a couple of outside backs. We just, they're very important positions, but they're not in the spine.
In playing devil's advocate on the other side of it though, Melbourne have proven over 20 years that they have the next man up mentality. So players like Wishart, players like Meaney, players like Pezzett have always played well when given the opportunity. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing that goes against you guys. But I think this is a genuine coin flip on Thursday, Friday.
Simply because of the players I mentioned in Melbourne that are out, right? Just say if we were going down like this and Melbourne was stacked to the brim, it's a fucking hard one.
Might be resting all your players to get ready for next week.
Do you know what I mean? That is, we have got the hardest task going down there.
Imagine if a team did that. Like, imagine if, just say, for example,
right now, and they just
you're the Bulldogs and Kicks is another one who might be out, right? So Kicks, Montoya, like all these players are injured, and then you're going down to play. You finish 4th, and you got to play Canberra. We ain't going to win that game. Rest everyone. First week of finals.
On the next one.
And just put everybody in. Yeah.
It will be done. I reckon it'll be done one day.
No way.
No
way.
But we just need.
Depends how banged up you are.
Yeah.
So it's good. It'll be interesting to see what sort of week we have with Ciro. Like, going, it's a new fucking game. We've been here before last year. Now we're back here now. Let's see what we got. This is all in now.
All right,
this is all in.
All right, the Dolphins 62 defeated the Raiders 24. This game is like, it's one of those ones, credit to the Dolphins because you still got to finish strong. It's an ugly position to be in and it's tough. And even though I find these games really difficult and say, I like to mention that it would be very difficult for players to play in this position where you're the more fancy team, you're playing against a desperate Reggie's team that are trying to fight for a position. If someone was to get injured, this is your opportunity to put your best foot forward. But the Raiders now finish in the season with that stat. No team has ever got beaten by 50 and won the premiership.
What about 60? That's bullshit. This is the outlier.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I know it's a thing. I heard him when Vossi was coming up with that shit, and I'm just like, that doesn't fucking mean anything. That is a reserve grade team that Sticky put out with a couple of first graders in there for just some game time. Sebastian Chris and Hot Tamale. That's about it. And Nick Nicholson.
Panthers put a full Reggie's team against your Bulldogs and then didn't get 50.
Yeah. Still doesn't matter. Not with this one.
You mentioned ugly. Big Red came out and had a crack at the jersey, saying it's an unlucky jersey for Canberra, that Bulldogs one that they wear.
Oh, there you go.
So they don't like that strip. They've always had bad games in it.
What about how Ricky put Big Red back on at the end of that game too? Like,
get some respect back on the board, bruh. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm not even looking at this game. No way. They're going to put everybody back in this week, and then that's the Raiders side that I'll know.
And they got their week that, remember I was saying they were pushing for that Sunday slot?
Yeah.
They got that.
Oh, they got the Sunday.
They just
Okay.
got the worst. We'll
they
go into that game on Thursday.
Got a 7-day turnaround.
The Broncos, you know what I mean? Like, all teams you face.
Sorry, I'm going down to call that game. Yeah.
First game that you get is the Broncos, who are red hot. God, you'd want the Warriors. That's what Sticky would have been going, fucking win Warriors. Win 1 or 2 games in that little, like the bad sort of 4 or 5 weeks that they've had. Just win 1 or 2 games, and then, Sticky would have been that much happier.
Who was the other team? Sharkies. Yeah, you'd much prefer to play Sharks or Warriors, wouldn't you?
Yep. Anyone but the Broncos. Yep. If I'm in the top 4, anyone but those guys. They don't care.
We've spoke at length about this same Dolphins team. I'll basically echo what I've been saying for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Dolphins are going to be a legit contender next year. Yep. They're capable of putting this scoreline on anyone. They had the most points scored in the entire season. So Wolfie addressed it.
Yeah, do you see that stat from Rando yesterday?
Yeah. So like they I think maybe Warren Smith or Vossi brought it up during the game. So that's when it hit the radar. So they at like 36 points they surpassed and scored the most points, and then they went and strengthened that. So they need to work on their defense. They had these big games where they blew teams out. They've got to find ways to win the closer ones, and it's funny to hear that stat because you wouldn't associate bad defense with them as well. They don't strike you as that sort of team, but to finish 9th and score the most points is something that they have to address heading into next year.
Yeah, obviously we've looked at them the last couple of years and they've built something really good here.
Yeah,
they're building something really good. Katoa is probably
freak.
Hammer, freak. They've got a really good nucleus here. That's why we were talking last week, and you all thought the Raiders would be close. I'm like, the Dolphins have got so much attack in them.
Yeah.
Once they just get you, like they're nearly unstoppable when they go on a run. Yeah. Like you look at when they start to hit, everyone just fucking pushing with the ball. They're a good team to watch.
The Knights aren't. They lose 66-10 by the Eels. It was that bad, Mace, that I didn't even worry about KO Mini.
You shouldn't have. You didn't even mini it.
No mini. I didn't watch any. Like I said, going back to it, if you missed the part at the start of the show, I was at Kieran Foran's retirement function. We had a TV and all the Titans players were cheering every time the Eels scored. We had it in the background.
Yeah.
I seen some of the tries. I saw that Mitch Moses and Dylan Brown scored straight away and Lomax let us down.
We got banged in the comments.
Did we?
What happened?
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
You go on the post as a bang.
So I didn't see any of that.
I know.
So I didn't look at my phone pretty much all
I didn't
Sunday and
understand
Monday.
what you were talking about.
Remember I said I said in the group chat the other day, bang,
Yeah.
the Penrith game.
Yeah.
So someone knew the joke.
Right.
Saw
Once
that
Dill
Moses
scored
and
that
Dill-
first set, and in my head I went to myself, bang, bang, bang.
You did it yourself.
Mate, that was bad. That was bad. You were there. What was the atmosphere like?
It was so good.
Break it down for me.
Sorry,
break it
so I
down
was just
for me.
thinking it's a credit. I said to you at the start of the show, it's a credit to the Eels fans showing up.
Yep.
And that's pretty much a thank you to the team going, we're fucking heading somewhere.
Okay, let's do this. I want you to break it down for me, the Knights and what went wrong. Lukey, the Eels, Dill Brown, I know he's one of your favourite players, if not one of your favourite players. What was it like to be at the game? What was the crowd like for Dill? And Mitchie, 3 tries, so I imagine he put on a clinic.
It was crazy. Like, everyone was just behind him. So as soon as he scored, it just sort of set the tone for the afternoon. And yeah, it was just a great vibe. Signs everywhere for him. The problem they had too, they scheduled the NRLW for a 6:15 kickoff.
Yeah.
So he couldn't do a proper lap with all the fans that were there.
That's
So
fucked.
they get everything off. They should have played the women's before.
Why
I
don't they
know what the
do
schedule
that?
is.
That's
No,
bad.
No, it's TV scheduling.
It
That's
is.
why
Right,
they always do
there you
it.
go.
Yeah.
So that was probably the only letdown of the game. They had to try and do the quick lap of the field and everything like that.
Okay.
But yeah, atmosphere was crazy. For a game like that, season's done. It shows that, or like we said a few weeks ago, the Eels fans are
Lot of
buying into
belief.
what Ryles's doing.
It's belief. They're back in Rolsey. They know they've got some young bucks off the bench and starters, and Junior Paulo's leading the way. Mitch Moses was fucking outstanding.
That
How
short
quick is
side?
that little motherfucker?
Where he dusted Fletcher Shy.
If he'd just Fletcher Hunt,
Fletcher
if
Hunt.
he'd popped them the inside to Lomax, who was that's how multi gets up too.
Yeah, but that's
Then
how quick he is.
goes-
He left-
need him.
He didn't even contemplate it.
No.
He went in and away and just went, you're not going to, regardless if it's a legs tackle, he knew he had Lomax in there on the middle. But like, he just went bang, and I was just like, it was a 70-metre try. I was
From
just-
play the ball.
Yeah.
I reckon
Was it
80.
80?
was from-
80,
yeah.
Easy.
85.
And then like just backed it up. Fox was outstanding. Like they played.
was great.
They were clinical. But I'm just thinking, like, were they that good or was Newcastle that fucking bad?
Okay.
There's
you
moments
tell me
when
that.
Newcastle
Yeah.
stopped defending.
Yeah, that's
tell
the
you-
first time I've seen like Fletch break games down, but he never really bags. Like he doesn't really bag the players or anything like that. And
Who,
say,
Brian Fletcher?
Fletch, and Fletch was pretty harsh on him. He goes,
Wow.
they quit.
Yeah.
Literally.
You know, he reckons they quit last week.
You can't be done like when the chip. So the Fox
know,
tried.
stop
There was
the
2
move.
off kicks.
Yep.
Moses chips over to him. He comes in, tips him up, going the wingers up. He just kept doing.
Yeah.
What's
No
his
one
name?
was
In
moving.
behind Dom Young.
Dom Young.
Yeah.
Dom Young was just not.
Rash-
It's like no one moved their feet, and I mean, like, I get it. It's the last game, you're getting blown out, but like, there's a reason why you're getting blown out. It's the start of the games, the atmosphere and the intensity and all that sort of shit. You didn't come to play. You forgot to bring your boots.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it looked like. I'm like, oh fuck.
I see-
Surely with the fucking the game's on the line, not to get the spoon. That's what I was thinking. That you're going to fight to your.
I was a bit worried because of that.
That's
I was
what
like,
I'm saying.
It feels like something we
Yeah,
lose.
something could happen, like Newcastle Parra. It's a rivalry game from 2001, the grand final, all that sort of shit. And I'm just like, that's why I was sort of back in Newcastle. Like, yeah, Newcastle, this will see what they've got. And it fucking showed what they got.
Wow.
Absolutely nothing.
great. Big
Like,
down
It
in
was
field.
like, it was big down. And everyone was like, even it's hard to hear ex-players go, they don't deserve a Mad Monday. They don't deserve
Yeah, who
to
said
be
that?
walking the street. Oh, fucking
Fletch
Brandy
and-
was saying it. Fletch was saying it.
I think Rossi said it.
Everybody was saying it, like, and I'm just like, oh, I sort of understand, like, especially in Newcastle, like that's a blue collar town, mate, you know. And
Teams don't really
And
have
I
Mad
don't think,
Mondays anymore.
and then I went into that. And I'm like, Mad Monday's a fucking thing of the past. They're gonna, whatever they're doing is in private anyway. So whatever the players are doing, they'll be going to someone's house or just locking in somewhere, you know, because they do something. And
different.
but if you don't do it, and then people are going, you know, I'll be bringing them in the next day and roll them through the fucking, you know, the whole thing of the year. And we said that last week.
Yeah.
Who's doing that? Adam O'Brien's just gone, fuck off. I don't care about the review. Blake Green's not doing it. Everyone's just on fucking eggshells going, what do we do? Do we even fill the building? Is that part of his obligations, Adam O'Brien, to do the review? Maybe it is with head coaches. Your fucking contract don't finish till November.
Look, and,
I'm just saying.
And I know. And here's one
And
thing.
to be
I
a
want to
prick,
say.
maybe bring him in.
Like, no, there's a part of you, I reckon, that like coaches would probably enjoy that process of sitting down. Even though it would be a tough conversation. All right, this is what I'm seeing. He might be able to be even more brutally honest than what he probably would have been if
That's what I
if
was
they
thinking.
weren't part of his-
I'm thinking Adam O'Brien might be bringing him in just because he can and give him some home truths. And like, maybe, I don't know what sort of person he is. He seems like a good bloke when I've met him when it's not coaching, right? He seems like a very fair man. But coaching, you just take the worst, get the worst out of people, or the best.
That would
and I
bring
just
the
think
worst
this would be like it was pretty bad. Like, and you're like, what do you do? It's like fucking players just stopped. whenever there was a line break, they stopped. Like there was no like, and everyone's been in the game like that.
Yeah, I have.
Similar, you're like, fuck, the pride in yourself in the jersey and you as an NRL player and as a fucking man and everything like that, you're like, you just got to rip in.
No, here's what
just
happens,
fucking get off the field.
You'll be able to relate to this. There's nothing worse than when you're given, just say in your mind, you're given full effort and you feel like there's not effort, and winning's contagious and losing's contagious as well. And when you feel like maybe a guy isn't giving his effort and you're like, well, why the fuck am I going to front load here?
There's a ripple effect.
I'm getting more and more fatigued and exhausted here when I'm looking up at the big screen, because we all look at the big screen too sometimes. How many times have you looked at a big screen and gone, you fucking
head
cunt?
down.
Like, you know, like, and there's been guys that have done that to me, and when you go through, and I didn't even watch this game, but I just feel like that's what it would have been like, where you look up and going,
how'd you do
especially when you have to keep regrouping behind the post.
Hey, look, a guy like
there's nothing worse than
I felt sorry for Gags.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dane Gagai just like played 300 games, 200 of them with the Knights, and you know what I mean? Like would die for that club. And there's a lot of players out there that have been in that position. And
when I looked over, I constantly seen Gags coming out of yardage or something, trying
just
to do a
getting fucking pumped,
and getting pumped and getting the bumpers up. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Like Gags had a crack. You know what I mean? And
okay,
then, like
good.
you have a look at some players, and you're just like, you know, I've played for Newcastle. You know, I know how special that jersey is to fucking players playing there. Yeah. Like it's a proud town, and like I'm like, oh, you better not be there next year.
There's nothing worse than when you those scrums, Mace, when you come back to and then there's this like someone who's talking that shouldn't be talking as well. You know, when
let's go, boys, shut the fuck up.
You know,
mate.
when you look down like I've never been in this position. I don't think I would have to go back and look at it, but like even like 3 or 4 tries, and you can feel it sliding away, and then you're just like, some guy starts talking about like what's important, and like,
if everyone says that, if it's round 3 and someone said that to me and it was 18-0, shut your fucking mouth.
All right, on that note, we've got to go.
all right, let's go.
See you in the semis.
See you Tuesday, Thursday.